just send the Bueller guys over and you can annoy them with all your questions. Johnny?
That's right, Steve. Bueller Air and Plumbing can answer all your air conditioning questions. Repair options, replacement models, and how to make your AC last longer while saving electricity. Making sure you are cool.
Where is the parking lot?
You're killing me, Steve.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you're always looking for ways to position your operation to create opportunities and move on them faster. With Bank of America, you get access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America N.A.
What's better than one win? 3 wins. With Straight Savings, you keep your own phone, get one line for only $25 a month with real unlimited data, and get rewarded with a $200 phone credit after 12 months. It's a win-win-win. Head to Walmart or visit straighttalk.com today. Switch to Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Straight Savings Plan enrollment requires compatible unlocked device and new line of service. Bonus device credit requires 12 months of active service. Offer ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. Taxes and fees apply. For network management practices, see Straight Talk's terms and conditions.
High-flying Jack O'Brien here, sports fans. And now, I'm going to share the absolute right way to pronounce Kuhn flowers. It's Kuhn. Kuhn flowers. Remember, use Kuhn flowers.
Timmy, everybody. Great job. Next up for our 5th grade class recital, we have Samantha.
10 times better performance can make a big difference. Castrol Edge Motor Oil gives your engine 10 times better high-stress performance. Castrol Edge, better oil for maximum performance. Now through December 28th, Castrol Edge and Edge High Mileage Motor Oil are on rollback at Walmart.
Claim based on sequence dyne test under high-load conditions versus API SP test limits.
Home of the Jaguars, 1010XL, WJXL AM and FM, Jacksonville Beach. When Jag News breaks, hear it first on 1010XL. Play-by-play just makes everyday life better.
I did not see this one coming.
Get the most play-by-play on 1010XL, Jacksonville's play-by-play sports radio. When they were little, the other girls played with dolls.
Aww.
They played with footballs.
Who's them?
Yes, it's us.
Helmets and heels.
From the First Coast Lighting Studios at 1010XL.
Weekdays noon to 2.
Some girls have all the fun.
Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Frank Frangie here. They're committed to providing the best selection of Buicks and GMCs for you to choose from with a best price guarantee. Nimnik has been in business for over 81 years because they've been doing business the right way. Stop by Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway, just south of I-295, or shop online at nimnikbuickgmc.com. That's Nimnik, your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Want to be up close and personal with the Jaguars as they take the field? Here's your chance to be in the shadows, outside the Jaguars locker room, now called the Vault. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows. One winner and a guest for every home game at Everbank Stadium. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents in 50 United States and D.C. 18 and older. Entry periods for the Shadow Sweepstakes promotion from 8/19/24 to 12/15/24. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsored administrator, Everbank N.A. member FDIC.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Arrested? Got traffic tickets? DUI?
License problems, gun charges, drug charges. If you've been charged with any crime, call me, criminal defense attorney Malcolm Anthony, at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey everyone, it's football season and we wanted to go to the drawing board to make this year's predictions. Let's compare our two blonde all-stars. Most touchdowns, best pricing in the market. Most passing yards, gives the most for your trade. Most receptions, free oil changes with every purchase. Super Bowl champion, wow customer service. This looks like a winning season for everyone. Come see Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, where you can score big all season long.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Coogan Nation, time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine, Googans. Go time on a Wednesday morning, hump day, stump day. Important day in American history. It's 9/11. Sure, we all have our memories. We can, contain them within the sports world. There are plenty that ring from that. And, what was just an awful day. It's one of those you certainly remember where you were. How old are you, E.T., when 9/11 takes place?
I was a sophomore in high school.
In high school. So are you sitting in class when a word starts to filter out? And this is really pre-social media. There's not a lot of streaming at this time. We were pretty much mainstream media at that point. Radio or TV is providing most of the coverage.
Yeah, I was walking into biology class. Mr. Gaines. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah, it really is. Again, there's a few moments in your life where, time kind of just it takes a snapshot and it stays there forever, stays in that bank forever. For me, it ended up being a busy day. We were on our way to Gainesville. Florida was going to play Tennessee that week. Big football week. We're on our way to media day, so this would have happened on a Tuesday. 9/11 must have occurred on a Tuesday the year that it occurred. And so we are on our way down to media day, which, typically, gosh, I don't know what time we had to be there, probably 10:30-ish, maybe 10-ish. So it's mid-morning, I guess. Just going on these recollections, I'm guessing the planes hit the tower and the catastrophe began probably, or what, 9-ish maybe? 8, 9 in the morning? So anyway, we're driving down, and at first you think you're listening to some, very distasteful War of the Worlds spoof. You got to make sure first here we're not just being, some sort of sick prank. But anyway, the day unfolds, and, obviously football media day got canceled. That game ended up being canceled that week, famously pushed to the end of the season where Florida lost to Tennessee and lost out on a chance to win the SEC and perhaps national titles. The Gators had a really, really good team that year. But I ended up having to stay in Gainesville, like on the news side. Fish out of water. I'm interviewing, political experts on campus. The TV station took advantage of having a resource down there, in a spot like Gainesville. And I can't even remember. I mean, we, bounced around all over the place from political to historical, inputs that were available there. So the sports world, as I recall, pretty much shut down. I don't think the NFL skipped a week. I think the NFL ended up playing that following Sunday. New baseball took a couple days off. Really emotional. I believe it was the Braves and the Mets. When the Mets took the field in New York for the first time since, what had happened. I'm guessing baseball took 2 or 3 days off, maybe. So anyway, just a day certainly to remember, and remember what flag we all fly under, man. Right? I'm sure we had a contentious debate last night. I'm checked out on politics, man. Y'all decide. I mean, really, It's just become so despicable. The insulting, polarizing nature of sets a tone in this country that is just stressful, isn't it? A little bit. So, maybe today's the day to remember where we all are. We all stand for, despite differences of opinion in a variety of different areas. So, certainly recollections on what's a very, somber day, really. It's certainly a day that the world changed. The world changed. This country changed. Not for the better. After 9/11. All right, we've had a day or two to kind of deep dive the statistical impact of Week 1 in the NFL. And if you're super concerned with the lack of productivity from the Jaguars' passing offense, particularly that yardage total, just 162, and we got company. There were only 2 300-yard passers in the NFL this past weekend. There were 700-yard rushers. Running backs outshone quarterbacks. Only Tua with 338 and Matthew Stafford with 317 went over the 300-yard mark. Overall, it was the lowest net passing day for a season opener since before the turn of the century. Beginning in the year 2000, if you go year to year, net passing yards, week 1, yes, this weekend's total of just 187 on average is the lowest since at least 2000. I would hazard a guess you could probably go back further than that. Footballs fly and passing games flourish and produce more now than by miles than in the history of the NFL. So is it the lowest net passing yardage total in the history of the league? Perhaps. Boy, that flies in the face of what we believe is the quality level of quarterbacking, across the board. And I still believe that. But you know what? NFL defensive coordinators, they're smart too. And NFL defensive players, they don't get to catch touchdowns. They don't get to, do celebration dances as much. But they too are the best in the business at what they do. We'll see if there's just a 1-week aberration. But those stats tell you it was for some of the other markers, like 2013, go back 10 years, average net passing yards that week, opening week, 255. Significant. So Trevor's $1.62, excuse me. Kyler Murray had 162. Joe Burrow had 164. Aaron Rodgers had 167. Dak Prescott only 179. Pretty good quarterbacks. I won't bog you down with comparisons. Justin Herbert, though, 144. I'll at least give you quality quarterbacks. I won't throw the rookies in and some of the others. Not that there weren't some good days had throwing the football. There were. But I gave you the yardage totals. You can also look at the touchdown totals. Week 1 NFL passing touchdowns. I've got that for the last 6 years. In 2019, there were 61 touchdown passes week 1. This past weekend, 35. Less than 2 a game. That's combined. You'd almost expect one a team. I guess that's what it is. Basically, that's one a team. 35 touchdowns. Basically, each team averaged 1 touchdown throw on Sunday. So it's not what we're used to seeing, right? That's for sure. We're used to seeing 5,000-yard passers and 40 touchdown seasons. It was a slow start for the quarterbacks. Look, for the Jags, one thing that emerges now from the statistical dive into what they did this weekend, they were explosive. They didn't give themselves enough chances. They didn't run enough plays. They didn't convert third downs. Explosive play rate, week 1, 15%.
Oh, dear.
Would you like to know where that ranked in the NFL this year?
Probably towards the bottom.
Number 1. Number 1 in the NFL, an explosive play rate. 15% of their plays were, quote, explosive. Well, I don't. Is that 20 yards? I don't know what they what the parameter is. They didn't run any plays in the second half. That might help the stat, by the way, because your total snap, play number is down. So whatever you had makes it more a part of your overall pie. But, man, I'm sure they're doing a deep dive over there at One Stadium Place on just what happened from the first half to the second. From totally, seemingly controlling the football game. I mean, seemingly in total control. And, man, whatever happened at halftime, it almost as if they de-adjusted. I mean, there was a point where it felt like the offensive line was taking over the game. And I tell you what happened, all it takes is from this, in this case, the Jaguars side, the offensive side, all it takes is a breakdown on one specific play. And on the defensive side, all it takes is success on one specific play. And that one specific play is third down. I mean, that's great. You just got 8 yards on the swing pass, 2nd and 2. We're in great shape here. Oops, what happened? Sacked. Loss of 5. Third down. Oop, punt. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Doug Peterson meeting the media earlier this week. His press conference after doing his deep dive. it'll be cut 15. Yeah, the explosiveness was there until it wasn't. That's because the Jaguars offense spent a lot of time on the football field in half number 1 until half number 2 when they didn't.
Listen, 3 minutes to go in a game, it's 17-17. Game was not won or lost at that particular time. We didn't do enough at the end of the game offensively to stay on the field, which came down to third downs, and we had some second down situations in there. So those are all things that we need to fix.
So we've got plenty of Jag talk. Yesterday's an off day. Nothing too fresh. They all meet the media today. The game plan goes in. Cleveland Browns come to town. I hope, man, NFL is so much about focus and, game day readiness. They better come out with their hair on fire, man. The NFL season comes at you fast. We're going to look up, be 5-6 games in, then you're going to take another breath, and it's going to be the holiday season. We're going to be talking about a terrific Thanksgiving Day weekend, Friday six-pack for you. It'll be here. Comes quick, doesn't it? So 0-1, first home game. Need to turn some things around from a year ago. One of those things, the home record. We were pitiful at home last year, weren't we? I mean, you're supposed to thrive on your home field, which the Jaguars did in their playoff season, and you're supposed to thrive in your division, which the Jaguars did in their playoff season. Still did okay in the division last year. What do you think the Jaguars' home record was last year, E? Just top of mind.
I want to say maybe we won 2 games, maybe?
Yeah, 4. 4 and 5, though.
Okay.
And I don't know if I guess that's counting the London game as a home game, too. So really, on our own home field, only 3 and 5 last year in the 8 here. So you're close when you say 2. You went to the stadium last year. You saw them win 3 times. Extra credit, bonus for if you can remember who they beat here.
Man.
You remember who they lost to, though, don't you? I remember Cincinnati. I remember Baltimore. Yeah. I remember Kansas City. I remember San Francisco. And I remember Houston. There's your 5. Man, when you get good, that's what you remember. It's like a poker player. You remember the bad beat. You don't remember the suck out. So much more on the Jags. Week 1 of the NFL. College football weekend stares at us. Big games for Florida and Florida State both. Noel suddenly, Memphis looks like it could be a competitive game. Lots of storylines there interwoven with Mike Norvell facing the program that he left, come to FSU from. And I guess we already made it a must-win week 1 for Florida. It didn't go well for Billy Napier's Gators. It'll be a combo of Graham Mertz and DJ Lagway. We'll see how that works out, how long that sustains, but Texas A&M doesn't care. Florida's going to be out physical again on the lines of scrimmage as they were against Miami. How well has that coaching staff down there reacted to what the realities of what they're going to be able to do are versus what they wish they could do? And so Billy Napier and the boys may wish they could just line her up, run it down your throat with a stable of backs, But in an SEC where it seems like every line of scrimmage is better than the one Florida's trotting out there, I don't know if that's significant. For me, it's just another check mark in why you play DJ Lagway. You play him to win the game, to escape what is a problem for you, which is protecting the quarterback. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I will compare and contrast within the game. Boy, you've suddenly put you're doing him a solid and keeping him the starter. A lot of pressure on Graham Mertz now. A lot of pressure. Right? On the starter, great. You don't go out there and 3 and out the first 2 possessions and then watch the freshman come in and lead him to a score. Because rightly, that should be it for Graham Mertz playing time on Saturday, right? Graham Mertz goes out and gets 2-3 possessions and they don't move the football and don't score, and DJ Lagway comes in and they do score. Graham Mertz probably shouldn't play again the rest of the year. He already probably shouldn't play again the rest of the year, but that's my opinion. I know there are some differing ones out there. Let's take our first timeout. We'll come back on the other side with an update that like it, love it, or leave it, you're going to be getting every day here for the next 3 or 4 weeks. I'll explain when we return. You're listening to The Drill. It is 9/11, as we remember that day in American history, and from a sports perspective as well. It's a Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday. It's also a Hump Day Stump Day. Get Smart John coming up in, about an hour? I believe we have the Murphy Power Hour today, but I'm well, I guess I'll be a Hall of Fame Major League Baseball player with my Murphy 6 o'clock declarations. However, I would be a long-running fact error because I seem to get it wrong. 50-50 gets you in the Hall, and not so much when it comes to teases. I believe we have him. If not, Hick can straighten that up for us when he gets in as well. So thanks for being up and at 'em with us. We appreciate you. It's going to be a wet one out there. We don't drive well in the rain, so keep those speeds down out there and stay safe as we get you up and rolling on what looks like it's going to be a wet Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Every team has bumps and bruises, but a major injury can shake the season.
Let me know if he's ever going to play football again, or do I need to find me another wide receiver?
Listen for the personal injury attorneys Farah and Farah Injury Update. Jacksonville on 1010XL. Now, the Randy Marion Cadillac Drive of the Game. Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville. Drive to the game in luxury with Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence looked to give Jacksonville an early lead against Miami, and he'd do just that while showing grace under pressure. Lawrence led the squad on a 6-play, 96-yard drive, capped off by a Travis Etienne 1-yard touchdown, giving Jacks a 7-0 lead in the opening period. The 3-minute, 18-second drive is your Randy Marion Cadillac Drive of the Game.
Hey everybody, Jennifer Marion with Randy Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville here to say hello, and we'd sure like to have your business.
You know what? They're going to love the king of price.
My dad believes in making great deals and having a great selection in stock.
Cadillac XT4s, XT5s, and XT6s, and Escalades.
The all-electric Cadillac Lyriq.
CT4s and CT5s.
Cadillac luxury and selection is just waiting for you.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent ya.
This is Hayes Carlion for Skylife Elite. Have you ever thought about aircraft ownership as another potential revenue stream and as a tool for tax savings? Put your tax money to work for you while enjoying the benefits of private personal travel. Skylife Elite has over a decade of experience in business aviation and can guide you through the process with their expert staff. Call my friends over at Skylife Elite at 490-9332 or find them at flyskylife.com to get the rundown on everything owning an airplane can do for you.
This is Tony Baselli, Pro Football Hall of Famer. I was known for protecting our quarterback. These days, I'm extending that protection to a different arena, your home. I have partnered with Heritage Roofing of North Florida, your premier local roofers with over 25 years of experience. Heritage is your go-to roofer for hurricane preparation, with same-day inspections and estimates. They also work with all insurance companies. Let Heritage Roofing of North Florida safeguard your home and family. Visit heritagenfl.com for your free estimate today.
State license CCC 1335419.
Join Jim Furyk and other legends of the PGA Tour for the 4th annual Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K, October 4th through 6th at Timuquana Country Club. Get your tickets now, starting at just $25 for grounds passes. Public parking is free, and our military get complimentary tournament access courtesy of ViStar Credit Union. Get your tickets today at Ticketmaster, October 4th through 6th at Timuquana Country Club. The 4th annual Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K.
Hey, Hicken for Bow 9 Associates. You'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden, currently called upon for his expert opinion. He's currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder, of course, of Bow 9. Visit Bow 9 Associates today and experience the difference. They're keeping the First Coast focused. That's Bow 9 and Associates.
Bold City AC, keeping you cool. Feeling the heat, Jacksonville? Cool down with Bold City Heating and Air. From repairs to energy-efficient installs, we do it all. Your system worked hard all summer long to keep you cool. Give it a spa day. Schedule a system tune-up. Call Bold City Heating and Air today and experience the bold difference. Bold City AC, keeping you cool. Bold City AC. Visit boldcityac.com. Jags Hall of Famer Tony Baselli puts on his gold jacket every Monday morning at 7:20 on The Drill.
Does look good.
It's Hall of Fame Monday with Tony Baselli.
Good? It's great.
Brought to you by Heritage Roofing of North Florida on 1010XL.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
Hey, Carline here. If you're like me in the fall, you want to watch football, not clean. Enter Molly Maid, voted Bold City Best Cleaning Service 3 years in a row. Molly Maid is reliable, friendly, and thorough. Visit mollymaid.com.
You already know it's your boy E to the T, and winning season is back. Football is back, and my bookie is here, baby, to make sure you're ready to cash in on all the action. This season, my bookie is pulling out all the stops with incredible promotions like weekly risk-free boost on Thursdays, where you can bet without a sweat. If your bet hits, you win big. If it doesn't, forget about it. My bookie will refund you your wages, but that's just the beginning. My bookie is giving away hundreds of thousands in prizes with their Super Survivor and their Square contest. Get your entries in now for your shot to win huge cash rewards. For a limited time, they're bringing back the double deposit bonus. When you're ready to get started, use my promo code 1010XL to claim your bonus that doubles your money. Double your cash, my boy, with that promo code 1010XL before you place every bet. And now loyalty pays off. With my bookie, the more you play, the more you win. It's simple. My bookie is the lock of the century. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere, and make this season your winning season. Come on, somebody.
September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, so here's a reminder to get screened. Ackerman Urology has 4 convenient locations to help you put your prostate health first. Guys, don't put this one off. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
I'm Chris Campione. In a world of big box law firms with satellite offices, there's something special about having a local legal team that cares about you and your community. We're not just lawyers, we're your neighbors. We understand the unique challenges facing the Jacksonville community because we live here too. At Campione Law, Campione Cares isn't just a tagline, it's our commitment to you. Campione Law, your trusted lawyers after an accident. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
The average cost associated with childhood cancer is a startling $833,000. This is Tom Coughlin, and September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. Help the J Fund raise awareness to help our neighbors and community members tackling this devastating disease. Visit tcjfund.org/September for more information.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
what incredible shelf life this bizarre, terrible performance has had. Your girl Ray Gun is back in the news again today. Do you know who Ray Gun is, E.T.?
Oh, I know who Ray Gun is.
That's Rachel Gunn.
Breakdancer, right?
Ray Gun, a B-girl, baby, a breakdancer who just embarrassed herself and her sport on the world stage at the Olympics, where it looked like somehow they snuck a Borat skit into the Olympics. They found somebody to go out and just completely parody what the Olympics are all about. She embarrassed, she embarrassed the Olympic Games with that. I don't have to know what her sport is. Have y'all actually looked at this thing? Have you actually looked at the performance? Have you watched it?
Yeah, I watched it.
Hopping around like she's on Molly.
Hip, hop, hip it. Stop, girl, stop.
Well, if you want further evidence what kind of rogue sport this is, apparently there's a World Breakdancing governing body, the World Breakdancing Dance Sports Federation, the World Dance Sports Federation, and they've just revealed their latest world rankings, E.T. Guess who's number one in the world?
It better be the Jabberwockies.
Ray Gun. Ray Gun's number one in the world. That's the best they got. Oh, she's a 37-year-old university lecturer from Sydney, and I won't say it. It should be a joke in poor taste. The joke would have flown in 20 years. I'll go whisper it to E.T. Hold on, y'all stay here. I'm sorry, I can't say it anymore. I want to tell E where I should have seen Ray Gun's performance. Then it would have made sense,
absolutely.
Oh, we'd be celebrating her. Isn't she cute? God, that's sweet.
Right?
Look at the try hard.
Oh, look at that.
But, the 37-year-old apparently has been ranked number one, which immediately got the phones to ring in there at the World Dance Sports Federation. They said their ranking methodology is based on each athlete's top 4 performances in the last 12 months, but excludes the Olympic events and qualifiers. There were no rankings held between December 2023 and the Olympics, so they could focus on their qualifications. The Federation clarified that the unusual circumstances of this year's competition schedule resulted in many athletes being ranked on a single event. In Ray Gun's case, her first-place finish at the Oceania Continental Championships earned her 1,000 points. Okay, Ray Gun, took a hatchet to the sport of breakdance's cranium, and now the World Breakdancing Federation has taken the axe. They've put their foot on the neck of breakdancing as a sport, and they're taking the axe and they're kind of wedging it back and forth and just making sure that it's completely dead. Because after this woman embarrassed whatever your sport's supposed to be, your next big headline is that she's ranked number one in the world? And not so much. All right, I give you this because I don't give you this update for you Braves or sports, God forbid, Mets fans out there. You know already what happened last night. No, I do this as a service to all the rest of you in the listening audience because it is what it is. Like it or hate it, we are 145 games now into the Major League Baseball season. There are 18 to go, and the Braves and the Mets are tied for the final playoff spot. And unless you just fell off the turnip truck and you've not listened to the drill for longer than about 8 seconds, you're probably well aware where each of your co-hosts here are ensconced when it comes to their baseball loyalties. The two teams will also play a 3-game series in the last week of the... Yeah, Braves-Mets is going to make its way into the fabric of this particular radio program, I would imagine, pretty thickly over the course of the next 18 days. Braves beat the Nats last night. I don't know what happened, but they actually scored 12 runs in a game. Hey, man, just save 6 of those for tonight if you would have. They didn't need any runs. A shutout, although Ronaldo Lopez only pitched an inning last night, waiting on an injury update. He missed, forearm strain. He missed time earlier. Waiting on Ozzie Albies to get back. He still has discomfort from that broken hand when he swings from the left side, apparently. But the Mets lost at Toronto last night, so that means Atlanta and New York again tied 79-66. Exact same record, 18 games to go. In the wild card, again, it is 4 teams for 3 spots, but the Braves a full 2.5 back of San Diego. They are 2 back of Arizona, as both the Diamondbacks and Padres won last night. So that's the latest. 2 on the loss side for the Braves and the Mets behind the Padres and the Diamondbacks. All right, listen, I talked about, let me clarify a few things. When it comes to those explosive plays that we were talking about, they are defined by 10-yard rushes or 20-yard passes. The Jaguars' explosive rate week 1, the percentage of their play calls that ended in a 10-yard rush or 20-yard pass was 15%. Number 1 in the league. Minnesota, 14, almost the same. Was number 2. Green Bay was 13.6. San Francisco, 12.7. Even the Chiefs, just 11.5. The Dolphins.
They had to be up there.
Are known for their explosive plays. This chart would tell you the Jags did okay, just 8.5%. Now, the Dolphins ran almost twice as many plays as us, so that, it all translated. It might be the same number of big plays, just the percentage is lower, which leads you back to what happened with the play calling? What happened with the production that we saw in that pass game in the first half? Particularly, let's look at Brian Thomas Jr. I have here some stats from week 1. We go through all the analytics. Every film room now is broken down, every route run, separation created, to time, blah, 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 right? These are the most efficient week 1 receiving performances by rookies in the last 11 years. Okay? In other words, of all the great receivers, let me tell you who the top 10 in this stat are. Among the names, Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin, Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase, A.J. Brown. This stat is your expected production per route. Whatever, I don't know what it comes up. There's a number at the end, though. And with 19 routes run, catching all 4 targets, a touchdown, 47 yards, that EPA per route number of 0.3 is the highest of any rookie receiver debut in the last 11 years. Unfortunately, it all happened in the first half, which takes us back to old Dougie Doug. Where did BTJ go after halftime?
Nothing in the game plan that took us away from not throwing it to Brian or not throwing it to Gabe or Christian. If you go back and look at some of the third downs that we had, they were in unique situations that, and they were third and really long and gave up a couple sacks in those situations too.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a quick timeout. We'll come back on the other side with the Football Fix news from there. We got Get Smart John today. Of course, it is 9/11, remembering back both that day as it unfolded. Obviously a day that changed the world and the country for sure forever. And as we said, not for the better. But man, to any and all that were affected out there, and everyone was affected, some more personally and more directly. All right, it is a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday. Come back with the Football Fix. Again, we got the Hicken Arrival, we got Get Smart John, and Jags Talk, college football talk still ahead. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville Jaguars play their home opener Sunday against the Cleveland Browns. Jacksonville, the 3-point favorite, total 41.5. Deshaun Watson of Cleveland being being investigated now by the NFL after another lawsuit accusing him of sexual assault. This happened when he was a member of the Houston Texans. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are a 7-point road dog of the Detroit Lions on Sunday at Ford Field. The total 51.5. Florida, a 4.5-point home dog to Texas A&M at the Swamp in Gainesville on Saturday. Florida State laying 6.5 points at home at Memphis at Doak Campbell Stadium. The total 52. Bet smarter with Juice Reel. It's free in the App Store. Juice, R-E-E-L. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Florida homeowners are going to extreme lengths to stay cool this summer.
We sit in front of the refrigerator with the door open and only eat frozen foods while they're still frozen and put ice cubes down our pants. Whoa, that's cold.
But the most popular and cost-effective way can be summed up by a quack. Just call Duck Duck Air Conditioning. For AC repairs to new installations, you too can beat the Florida heat with Duck Duck Air Conditioning, Jacksonville area's AC experts. Trust the Duck to keep your cooling costs low. DuckDuckAC.com.
When I say Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned has big selection, I mean it's huge. Mia here, not 100, not even 500, over 600 vehicles in one location. Arlington Pre-Owned even has 125 vehicles under $18K. Plus, you get 60 days to love it or exchange it. 60 days. And Arlington's Credit for Everyone program is here to help you get financed. Shop Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned today, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, or online at arlingtontoyota.com.
Now, the Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Gator Injury Report.
Unfortunately for the Gators, junior wide receiver Khalil Jackson did tear his ACL and will miss the remainder of this season. In better news, quarterback Graham Mertz does look probable for Saturday's game against Texas A&M, returning from a concussion. Wide receivers Jaquavion Fraziers and Andy Jean, along with tight ends Gavin Hill and Keon Zipperer, are all listed as questionable for Saturday's game. I'm Max Fink with your Gator Injury Report, presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe at 1-800-WOOLSEY. Offices, Jacksonville.
Imagine waking up this time next week and being 100% debt-free. No credit cards, no car loan, no personal loan. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit can make it happen. Homeowners are turning their home equity into cash almost instantly. With Loan Pronto's AI-based system, you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, and no hassle. You can get hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your home. Use that money to pay off all your other loans. The average homeowner saves over $850 a month doing this. Listen, your home value is way up. You can use that to wipe out all those credit cards and more. Get some money for home improvement. Literally hundreds of thousands are at your fingertips. And approval is just minutes away. So call now, 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. That's loanpronto.com. Take that cash that you're living in and put it to use. NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender.
Are you ready to upgrade your home? Experience the winning combination of style and performance with Renewal by Andersen energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires September 30th and restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com for details.
License number CGC 1527613.
Follow the Canes as they storm the ACC.
I'm 1010XL's JJ LaSelva, and every week I'll bring you the Miami news and notes you need to know.
The Performance Painting Hurricane Report on 1010XL. Prepare, protect, preserve.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, I've seen ads for diamonds where you see the words all diamonds certified by IGI, EGL, or GIA. Just what does all that mean?
Frank, it's confusing because those letters represent various diamond grading laboratories. However, it's important to point out that labs don't certify anything. They issue diamond grading reports. The only entity that can certify the diamond is the seller. There's one exception to that, and that's members of the American Gem Society have the ability to certify diamonds through their partnership with the American Gem Society Laboratory. That's because it's the only partnership in the world We're an organization devoted to consumer protection through gemological education and ethics, has a laboratory built on the exact same principles. We have these certificates at Underwood's, but more importantly, we have American Gem Society certified gemologists that look at all of these diamonds and put our grade and our certification of the diamond's quality on it. And believe me, that's important.
It's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. Hicken here from Matt Hinson in the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney yet. But have you done your last will? It's not the most comfortable thing. It's not the most fun thing to do. It's something you need to do besides getting your assets to the people that you want them to go to. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson will listen to help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you the info needed so you are at ease with your choice. The Hinson Law Firm. You have questions? Maddie's got answers. 904-527-1700. 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Call State Farm agent Scott Hobson in Ponte Vedra at 479-9000.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Hidden Hills Golf Club invites you to come out and experience one of the most beautiful and unique golf courses in North Florida. Affordable golf, friendly service, and great times in the Hills Grill after play. Book your tee time, hiddenhillsgc.com.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jaguar Hall of Famer Tony Pacelli says the team gave one away.
Bad loss. You feel like you gave one away. And it's so hard to win, you don't want to give one away.
Running back Fred Taylor, formerly of the Jags, says ATN's fumble was a costly turnover.
The backbreaker ultimately was the Travis Etienne fumble. That sort of kind of the play that deflates you as a team.
Former Philadelphia Eagle cornerback Zach McPherson signed with the Jaguars practice squad on Tuesday, giving the Jaguars a replacement for Terrell Edmonds after the Pittsburgh Steelers signed him. Want up-to-the-minute updates on the Jaguars? Follow the new home of 1010XL on X by following at 1010XLJAX. That's at 1010XLJAX on X.
XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're back 6:45 on a Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday, like family. Beatrice is there. Also hiring commercial plumbers at BeatricePlumbing.com. Going to be a wet one out there this morning. I imagine slippery and slidey, so be careful, right? Deep breath. Everybody, good move. Just sip of that coffee. Get your butt to work, man. College football weekend's kind of Not a lot of big games. It's 2 weeks in a row. Not a lot of big national games. The beauty of college football is there's 400 programs playing this Saturday, and we most have a rooting interest somewhere or the other. I'm on ESPN's college football front page, and there it is, feature article, headliner, what has gone wrong for Florida State? How much time you got? They need to stop the bleeding win Saturday at the Doak. They need to stop the bleeding win. Ideally, you get a nice one, an easy one, a flex your muscle win, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be that. Memphis got a pretty good team. Better be careful. Look, it's incredibly disappointing, disheartening, way behind the 8 ball. I mean, any dreams of a playoff or an ACC championship seem kind of silly after the way they played the first 2 weeks, but a lot can happen. They're in a conference and play a schedule. But if they can get to that ceiling that Mike Norvell talked so much about in the offseason, I think that's what has Knoll fans a little bit confused and in some cases perturbed, is that Norvell really talked up this football team. You know, and you play psychologist with your squad, I guess. Maybe they listened to him, or maybe he misevaluated them. Maybe he thought they were and they weren't. Whatever. What has gone wrong for FSU? How much time you got? There's the article on ESPN. Deion Sanders in Colorado face Colorado State. Deion better be careful, man. That coaching star is going to flame out real quick. And it was in part a win last year over Colorado State to help Colorado get off to that quick start. And then apparently the world stopped paying attention. Deion named Sportsman of the Year with that 4-8 record at Colorado last year. But he's always had that blustery personality. He's always had that mile-a-minute, overconfident mouth. He has. That's Deion. That's who he is. He was a teenager, right?
I've seen no lies.
And Deion could always run that mouth when it's on Deion because the talent was undeniable, the performance, his
ability. He walked the walk because he talked the talk because he could walk the walk.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. And he's going to learn. I don't know if he really cares. You can't apply that same mentality to your coaching and your coaching ability. Just as a player on the field, you are what you are. You can think you're this or that, or you can do this. The difference at college football is it's all you. You chose to come in, make a spectacle, present yourself as knowing what you're doing, and booting 80 poor kids off a sorry program. Then you refilled them, no apologies, no love lost for those that you made leave, none of that. And I get it, but if you do that, if that's what you're going to do and be, you darn well better win football games.
It got to work.
Nebraska handled them like the lightweight that Deion is building at Colorado. They're no good. They get beat by good teams.
Belt the butt, man.
Belted them. By the way, Matt Rule is going with a true freshman quarterback from the get-go. With that Dylan Raiola kid.
Yeah.
He was good. Moment in the conference, not too big for him. They were not in the same league. That's cross-conference now, Big 12 versus Big 10. But nonetheless, Colorado still believes, he said yesterday, they have the right guys on their offensive line. Well, then you better start making some right play calls that work.
Oh, those are the right guys? Woo.
I mean, Deion Sanders this time last year is being projected at every major big job that open. If you're a power conference power team right now and your job opens, you hiring Deion Sanders?
Probably, but not because of what he's bringing, like the money. Because we all know it's all about the money. But if you're hiring him right now strictly for the product that's put on the field, I don't know.
I mean, this is a rough resume here. He's got good players. Got dominant, top 10 first-round draft picks with that quarterback and Travis Hunter. That's right. You got to have more. You got to be able to coach them. And anyway, we'll see. Gambling and sports and the pressure it's putting on kids, I don't know that we fully appreciate that. You know how much gambling, here's your ESPN 30 for 30, is how much gambling must be going on college campuses right now, dorm rooms, fraternity houses. Do you know how easy it is? Do you know who those gamblers coexist with every day as opposed to, professionals or UFC fighters or anyone else? The guy they're betting on, you're going to sit next to him shoulder to shoulder in psych class on Monday. They swim in the same pool. There's an access, often just to lash out, right? I got little Jimmy Bob here. He's from Opelika, Alabama, and he's got a class with Auburn's Peyton Thorne, the quarterback, and old Jimmy Bob sent all his parents' allowance, put it all on Auburn against Cal this weekend, and he's not happy his $200 is gone, and boy, he's going to tell Peyton Thorne all about it. That's just like one example of what can happen, the pressure on these guys outside of winning and NIL and boosting, all that now. Put this little undercurrent of the gambling vibe. Winning and losing guys money, not your fault. How bad does it get? Auburn's quarterback Peyton Thorne said, criticism after losses. Now, they lost to Cal this weekend. It's a restless on the plains. Has included requests for money from bettors.
Wow.
Bettors have messaged him on Venmo asking for money. They're definitely not sending cash, he said. 4 passes intercepted in the loss to Cal on Sunday. It's funny, when they lose money, they want their money back, but when they win money on a parlay, no one's ever sent me any of it.
Mm-hmm.
He made light of the request for money during his appearance. The issue is something the NCAA is monitoring, trying to combat. Yeah, good luck. You can't. You're sending the fish into the frying pan. I don't even want to know what the percentage of young men on college campuses that are gambling on sports is.
You know it's.
I don't want to know what that percentage is. And then you're sending that 100-man football roster who just won or lost money, swimming right like guppies into that pond of angry fish.
Piranhas.
I got today's Shazam Spotlight. It's brought to you by ShazamAuto.com, the Murray Ford Superstore, Stark and Kingsland. Take that short drive. Save on that big city cash. Jags have a good kicker. They better. What a week for the strong-legged ones in the NFL. They set a record, in fact. 21 field goals from 50-plus yards in week 1. 21 total. That's the most in a single week in NFL history. And one way to think about it, is now they're starting, the average starting position is to 30. They're either kicking in the end zone or they're returning there. So think about that. If kickers can easily kick 55-yarders and you get the ball at the 30, 1 first down, you're to the 40. 2 first downs, you're to the 50. 3 first downs, you're to the 40. And apparently that's just an easy, it takes now 3 first downs and you're in scoring position. I'm not sure that's the way football was designed. I think you kicked it to them, they got it after 12, and then it took them 2.5 days to get to the other 12 where they'd have a decision to make. Fire the band, we got a football fix. Brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin, Home Light, Business Auto, Bundle, not just insurance, assurance. With Mandy and her team. And the home course, the Julington Creek Golf Course. I don't know how to feel about these trickle-out allegations against Deshaun Watson. There's now another one that we first mentioned yesterday, civil lawsuit. Goes back to 2020, to which Deshaun came to a settlement with so many. NFL, though, is going to review the complaint, look into the matter under the personal conduct policy. Say they're not looking at a commissioner's exempt list. There's been no formal charges. The league's review has just begun. Let me ask you this question in all seriousness. He ended up coming to a settlement with over 20 women, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
And so that was enough for the NFL, right? I mean, he spent his time punished for those 23 women, whatever the number was.
Right.
Well, even if he loses the suit and he loses the civil suit, it shouldn't be more.
It's like double jeopardy.
Right, it falls within the same thing. So let me ask you this. If it had been the number that it was when they suspended him +1, would the suspension have changed? No, of course not. Right. It would have been the same thing. So while this could be a distraction for Deshaun Watson and all that, I don't know what the NFL's investigating. You already invested. This would fall into that same collection. I would think that's what would at least make sense to me. More news from around the National Football League. Christian McCaffrey's status remains uncertain. Niners take on the Vikings this weekend. And ex-NFL MVP Adrian Peterson ordered to turn over assets. Got $12 million in debt. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin and the home course, the Julington Creek Golf Club.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
It's the play that turned hope into victory.
Plenty of time goes downfield, and he's got it complete.
Performance Painting presents the high-performance play of the game.
He is a force to be reckoned with. He's been doing it a long time.
On 1010XL, prepare, protect, preserve. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Man, it's summertime and it is hot outside, and you got to take some precautions when you go out there. That's what Doctors Boudreaux and Metz have taught me through the years, and they've taken great care of me and my skin, so I don't have to go see Dr. Fader and get that Mohs surgery. No, sir, no, sir. I appreciate these guys, and I appreciate them looking out for me. And look, you know, we're getting ready for football time, right? We're getting ready for those, you know, those practices that you go to if you have to sit in the sun, or if you go to the games down and watch the Jags or the Gators or the Knowles. Man, you got to put on the sunscreen. You got to wear floppy hats. You got to wear long sleeve dry fits. You got to take care of yourself. And if you see something on your skin, don't wait. Get it checked out. It's real easy to do. The people at Beaches Dermatology will be there to help. Give Beaches Dermatology a call online at beachesdermatology.com.
If you suffer from constant burning, tingling, or numbness in your hands or feet, it could be a serious condition called neuropathy. I'm Dr. Nathan Riddle, DC with Riddle Wellness in Ponte Vedra. Neuropathy is treatable, and we have seen great results by using state-of-the-art, non-invasive therapies to target damaged nerves, reduce symptoms, and improve nerve function. Call 904-395-5598 to schedule your free consultation today and learn how you can live pain-free. Call 904-395-5598.
Everyone who puts on a high school football uniform dreams of Friday Night Glory. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, Friday Night Lights. Join Hacker and Andrew Gibson. Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning on 1010XL.
Davey Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have been helping first-time home buyers with their mortgage financing all over Florida for 34 years. First-time home buyers can get no or low down payments, anywhere from 0 to 3.5% down. As a first-time home buyer with Trustline Mortgage, you get added benefits for doing your loan with us, like lower rates on your mortgage insurance and lower closing costs. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Trustline gives first-time home buyers better mortgage interest rates? Here's the bottom line. Trustline Mortgage wants to help first-time home buyers accomplish your goal of home ownership. That's why Trustline Mortgage is offering the best first-time home buyer benefits around, period. Trustline Mortgage delivers with no and low down payments, lower closing costs, and better interest rates. Call Trustline Mortgage today at 381-LOAN. Yes, 381-LOAN to find out how we can help you buy your dream home. Or visit our website at trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing opportunity. MLS number 331480.
Want to show your kids something really cool? Take them by the Kuhn Flowers window display on Beach Boulevard. 1010XL's RJ Saunders here, and there's no better way to introduce your kids to Kuhn Flowers. For over 75 years, Kuhn Flowers.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Baker Glass. On Tuesday, Florida freshman quarterback DJ Lagway was named as an honorable mention for the Earl Campbell Tyler Rose Award Player of the Week, the award committee announced. Former Florida football running back and Pro Football Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith is returning to campus this week to serve as the celebrity Mr. Two-Bits before the University of Florida's football SEC opener on Saturday against Texas A&M. FSU head coach Mike Norvell says his team will face a tough defense in Memphis.
They got a very active defensive front. They do a nice job tackling in the secondary. I think their backers are, two really good, players.
For even more local sports, follow at 1010XLJAX on X, the new and improved home of 1010XL. That's at 1010XLJAX on X.
It's 7:03 and it's 75 degrees. Time and 10 brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Some people may call me Batman, but I'm telling you, I'm Crazy Joe. You know it!
I don't even know what that means.
Yes, sir! Sometimes in my life, come on, boys. Take it easy.
Do.
Famous songs, you don't know words, you I don't know. Lean on me. Now they know the song, ladies and gentlemen.
When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll be your dad.
I don't believe y'all.
Hey!
I don't believe y'all.
I got a question.
Talk to me, huh?
What day is it?
Well, shoot. I ain't on leave no more.
No?
I came back not on a Tuesday.
No?
It's a hippity hot day. It's hump day.
Are you hippity hopping yet?
Like what's old girl name?
You know what I was supposed to do today? I think you know what I'm supposed to do today? 1:30 p.m. Guess what I'm supposed to do today?
What that?
Supposed to return to the scene of the tragedy.
Oh, for real?
Supposed to play pickleball today. But
Oh,
I'm thinking it might get rained out. I didn't invite you. I can't. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, you're not invited.
You going to the
same place? Yeah, same court, probably. Same court.
Oh man.
No. You would be like that. We should take E back there and do like the Indian in the commercial. Tear rolling down his eye cheek.
Littering.
Just a tear going down his eye cheek. It's good to be here on a Hump Day Wednesday. I saw something yesterday that stunned me, and I immediately jumped on it and said, boy, that'd be a great Dreamfinders poll question.
Oh, so not a debate? You said you saw something yesterday that stunned you.
I'm not diving into that debate. I'll say this about that. No. Y'all can make your own decisions. Follow your girl Tay-Tay if you need to. No.
Yeah, there would have been there could have been 1,000 million TV shows on last night at 9:00 that I would have watched before I watched that nonsense. So yeah, took a pass on that one. I couldn't tell you what happened, nor do I care.
I saw this, and this really, quite frankly, it's a Dan Hicken stat of the day. I mean, it's terrific. And maybe, perhaps.
His name is Hicken. He's got a knowledge addiction.
Thank you, Balls.
It's Dan Hicken, stat of the day.
I know you're on the train to nowhere right now, over there from Larchmont to Soho, and hope you're having a good day. Maybe this is what got Doug Peterson's GERD.
What does that mean? What is a GERD?
I don't know. Gullet.
You're beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Got his GERD.
Explosive plays are defined as 10 yards plus running, 20 yards plus passing. The Jacksonville Jaguars had 8 explosives on Sunday, one less than Green Bay and San Francisco.
On a higher percentage.
Yeah, because they only had 50
They were the highest percentage in the NFL.
Yeah. So,
they didn't have the ball in the second half.
Yeah. So, our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day, and Dreamfinders Homes, by the way, the official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Gators, and our Jacksonville Jaguars. Jags generated those explosive plays on offense in the NFL. So why didn't they score in the second half Sunday? Third down conversions? Overall poor execution. Didn't use Ingram or Kirk or play calling.
Man, I'd go all the above, man, honestly.
Wow.
I would say, look, A happens because of B, C, and D. So you almost got to go to B, C, or D.
Okay.
Work
it, Pross. Work that, Dreamfinders.
What was the second one?
Overall poor execution.
I think that encompasses no Kirk, and play calling. I'm going to go execution. You drop passes, you don't block, you miss guys open. Poor execution.
All right. E, what do you think?
They're going to put it on,
third down conversions, overall poor execution, not using Ingram or Kirk, or play calling.
I'm going to go, man, you know what?
I think the
poor execution, man.
Googans say D.
The Googans do say D.
Yeah, they're definitely.
That's all.
You know why? Because they got Doug's GERD, too.
They mad right now.
They're mad at him.
No GERD. There's no GERD.
Some GERD on him.
GERD's not a word.
It's a GERD. This is the GERD.
GERD. The GERD is a word.
This is the GERD right here. A turkey neck. It's a GERD. Anyway, we have almost 400 votes at Dan Hicken on social. 38.6 say play calling. 28.9 say poor execution. 24.7 say third down conversions. Not using Ingram or Kirk, 7.9%. So they're not blaming those two cats. Listen, Dreamfinders is everywhere you want to be. 15 different communities in Jacksonville. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. That's right, I said it, 2.99%. You'll find that dream home and take advantage of that unbeatable rate. All you got to do is go to dreamfindershomes.com. You can purchase your first home, your second home, your third home. They got them all. The great point about Dreamfinders is they will help you navigate your home purchase. And just tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you, and they perk right up. Probably hand you
for a record,
cup
that red skin underneath the turkey's neck is called a wattle. W-A-T-T-L-E.
You know it's got Doug's waddle?
Got his waddle.
It got his waddle.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen got his waddle.
Different waddle. Different than that, too.
Waddle. We didn't see any of that on Sunday.
Well, we just, look, at the end of the day, we pointed out yesterday, because 8 of them were runs, they only had 11 plays after the fumble.
Yeah, I know.
That's a long time. 11 plays in a quarter is bad, much less a quarter and some. And by the way, they got the ball immediately back, so that's 2 minutes that they had on offense in the third because they gave up the 80-yarder immediately after said fumble. So
Right. So it was just, it's got to get put in the rearview mirror now.
Missed opportunity. Do not you come out with your hair on fire. You better come out
Back
focused.
to work. Yeah.
And I don't trust that anyway.
Yeah.
Play and execute. I don't care about your look. They supposedly came out last year with their head on fire. They had 6 weeks in a row just win a game. They couldn't do it. So I don't trust. There's some, magic. Now there are some new faces, some new parts of the culture that needs to show up.
Well, and how do you think Cleveland's going to come out? Because they're staring at the
this
same
team
thing.
And that's true, and that's fair. This team is better than that team. Jacksonville's better.
And that's
than
the ultimate reason why they should.
Yeah,
win
they
the
have
game.
better talent.
Yes.
They have a better quarterback.
They lost to him last year.
They have home
Up there.
field. That's right. They're
lost to him.
Correct. With Flacco.
Who
doesn't seem much worse than Deshaun Watson these days.
Probably a little better.
Yeah, I don't know if I go that far, but he played as good as Deshaun when he did.
They are beating the drum on Deshaun up there.
Well, they should. He took all that money, demanded, he forced his way out like he was a big shot, like he was Mahomes. And
they called the Cleveland version of the drill.
Yeah, I believe it.
And the first call, all right, let's take some phone calls. Turkey and Banjo here. Cleveland Browns disappoint yesterday. Let's go to the phones. We got Billy from the Heights. Billy, go ahead. Yeah, hey, Turkey and Banjo, I got two numbers for you, 144 and 59. What are we doing here, Billy from the Heights? What are we doing? 144 and 59. You guys should know those numbers. What are you doing? That's Baker's quarterback rating at Deshaun. Oh, God, I'm not doing this right now. Not right out of the gates. No way. I'm not doing it.
Is that what they were doing?
Yeah.
I believe it. I've seen it.
Oh, my God.
We've done that to a degree here.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
well,
yeah.
at the end of the day, listen.
Turkey and Banjo
this
did
one's
not
hard.
like that.
This one's hard if you're Cleveland. You got to take a look here. Baker Mayfield is significantly better than Deshaun Watson. Baker Mayfield gave you a winning year, a playoff year before you booted him.
You know what it is?
Why did they boot him after a playoff year?
It's all, this one is, I think, and this is why you don't hear as much criticisms, it's all on the owner.
I know, but why?
Owner made those calls.
He wanted Deshaun? He was infatuated with him?
Yes. Owner made those calls. This is where owners got to trust their football guys. You start feeling like, you watch the game and you start feeling like, well, you don't, and that you hear from the fans and your friends, even if you're an owner, you got friends, they tell you the same things that we're telling you, and it starts to seep in a little bit and you start to get, and this guy, they'd given up on Baker.
It's just Baker's see. Well, in fairness,
now I think
when he left Cleveland, he left after a year. He had 17 touchdowns, 13 picks, 3,000. But they are Cleveland.
Yeah,
they stink. They've always stunk. They stunk when they had Baker.
Stunk. Don't you think that Baker, to his credit,
only 62% passer and only an 88 passer rating career-wise?
Don't you think Baker, to his credit, grew up a little bit too?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, don't you think that Baker? You jumped in the league, and we got to see him in the bathrobe doing the commercials, and and it was 6-7, and then 6-10, and then boom, 11-5, and then in 2021, 6-8, and then he's
definitely grew up.
Yeah, I think he's grown up a little bit, and
the
now
problem
if he
is
can
they went and got the wrong guy is the problem.
Yeah, I can say this: if he can go back to back. And he's off to a great start, but it's only one game. But if he can go back-to-back with two because he had a really good year last year. Best year of his career. Most comfortable. I like it here. I want to be here. I'm 28 years old. Because remember, Carolina had him. The Rams had him.
The second best year of his career was his rookie year. That's like what happened. 64% completion his rookie year, 27 touchdowns, 14 picks, and a passer rating of 93.7.
Yeah.
Last year's great year, he had 64%, 28-10, and a 94 rating. But in between, man, I don't know if I remember he got injured. He's playing hurt. There's some Trevor correlation here.
Yeah.
When healthy and with good players around him, he did well.
He's gone. His 3 years, 3 of his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6 years.
This is his
half
sixth.
of his time. This is his 6th or 7th. I think this is his 7th.
Well, those other two
18,
combined.
19, 20.
Well, this will be 7th. You're right.
Okay. So in 3 of the 6, half of those years, he's had a 27, a 26, and a 28 touchdown performance.
And passer ratings over 94.
Yeah.
Which are good.
Oh, yeah. So it'll be – so who knows? But those other three, you can't have that inconsistency and be a great quarterback.
Well, Deshaun comes.
That's why this year's important for Baker
Deshaun
Mayfield.
comes to town this weekend, and inconsistency or not, Baker Mayfield is significantly better than Deshaun Watson.
That is
and
correct.
This is a move that where Cleveland has built a pretty good team around him. They have a great defense. Their quarterback play is not good enough. His ability and his availability have both been lacking since he went to Cleveland. He had gotten off to a decent start last year, but nothing spectacular. He is not matched, and here's where the whispers come in, if not a drumbeat, that Deshaun got a lot of his production, his big, attractive statistical numbers came in bad seasons and bad situations where he piled up garbage numbers.
Mm-hmm.
They're losing by 21 in the fourth quarter at Pittsburgh. He throws 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns and finishes with 312 yards. And,
right.
At the end of the year, it looks nice on the stat sheet, but it's not really impacting.
Yeah.
But he's been terrible there.
Yes. And that's,
he's not even average. There's so many other quarterbacks who were available at the time even. You could have gone, Cleveland been better if they gotten Jared Goff. Cleveland been better if there's a lot of different guys that Cleveland would be better off if they got. But to give them all, and there's this extra sidebar, Cleveland started this madness of the unbelievable contracts before they're even necessary and guaranteed money.
Well, because they went so far above and beyond.
Right.
They could have went into like 35 million.
Yeah. They took it from upper 20s to 40 something.
Yeah, now
they guaranteed
it's 60.
it all. Yeah.
And in a year it'll be 70.
I bet you if there has ever been an owner vote that they wish they could have back, it's that Jimmy Haslam vote.
Oh.
Because he's just like a pig into the bridal party.
You know what it is? Trivia time in Jacksonville.
Get smart. John is next. It's a Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday.
This is your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
One of the underlying tenors of the defensive performance by Ryan Nielsen was the way he used his guys. He rotated a lot of guys in that hot day in Miami. And you know what? Mason Smith, Roy Robertson-Harris, Chad Muma, Ventrell Miller, and even Yasir Abdullah all had significant, fairly early snaps. In fact, I think Roy Robertson-Harris played more snaps than any of the interior defensive linemen. And you didn't really notice it was done in an effective way. I mean, Josh Hines-Allen still played most of the snaps, 82%. Trayvon Walker played 73%. But the other guys rotating in and out, and I think that helped the Jaguars throughout the football game. And that's your Duval Minutes, brought to you by Lift Power. Summer is winding down, but the job market isn't. It's hot at Lift Power. They're looking for experienced lift, truck, and dock and door technicians in the area. Benefits include 401k, company vehicle, paid training bonus, sign-on bonus. Woo! This offer is too good to pass up. Come see why Lift Power has been voted time and time again one of the best places to work. Our rapidly growing business has proudly served the Jacksonville area for more than 50 years, and we want you to be a part of our family. Don't let this opportunity slip by. You can learn much, much more at liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Step into another football weekend with Pregame Friday.
You got to go up-tempo with urgency.
Absolutely. Get the news, notes, and inside stuff you need to get ready for game day. Brought to you by MyBookie and Dream Finders Homes on 1010XL.
Okay, you've decided it's time to sell your home. How do you go from a problem to a promise? Listen, there are problems that come with selling one's homes, but with the promise of ChadandSandy.com, you're going to get there, and you're going to get there in the best possible way. You see, here's the promise. Your home sold guaranteed, or they will buy it. So go to ChadandSandy.com. Listen, lots of stories of proof out there. We're going to get to those in just a second. But maybe you need more space for your office or growing family, or you're worried about costly repairs. Chad and Sandy are the local real estate experts you can trust. We recommend them for the sale of your home. They guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price. By a deadline, or they'll buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts. You get it all with Chad and Sandy. Don't believe me? Ask Stephen and Marlene in Eagle Hammock. We needed to move quickly to Ohio to be with family. We heard about Chad and Sandy on the radio, and all we heard is true. Call Chad and Sandy today, or go to ChadandSandy.com.
Now at Hodges Mazda, drive off in the perfect SUV. Lauren Brooks here. Take advantage of 0.9% APR for 60 months on the 2024 Mazda CX-50 and 2024 Mazda CX-90. Both expertly blend rugged capability with refined luxury, offering versatile performance and sophisticated design to fit your lifestyle. Plus, with 2 years of free maintenance and our non-commissioned sales team putting your best interests first, it's an offer you don't want to miss. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com. See dealer for details. Terms and fees for qualified applicants expire September 30th, 2024.
It's storm season, and JEA is committed to keeping you informed. In the event of a storm, we'll text and email you about the status of your services. We use Facebook and X to post real-time updates. Our live outage map on JEA.com lets you track restoration progress. And as crews work to restore services, our storm outreach team will be in local neighborhoods to answer your questions. Because as your community utility, JEA is here to keep you safe and connected. Your community, your utility.
Hey folks, this is Dave Benyon with my son Ammon here from Zero Res. Ammon, you've been cleaning air ducts for a while now. What are some of the reasons customers might consider getting their air ducts cleaned?
There are many reasons. Many times, people suffer needlessly from poor indoor air quality produced by the conditions in their air system. Construction dust, the presence of bacterial growth, and years' worth of buildup all come together to make your air ducts a pretty gross place. If you suffer from allergies, have recently moved, recently remodeled, or have never had your air ducts cleaned, then now is the best time to call. By calling Zero Res, you'll have the peace of mind of knowing that you called the best of the best. Our state-of-the-art truck mount system and top-of-the-line service representatives simply can't be found anywhere else. Google Zero Res and read thousands of 5-star reviews.
So what kind of deals can I expect?
Just mention that you heard us on the radio, and we'll give you $100 off your air duct cleaning.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty great deal. Remember, folks, Zero Res,
spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and your time at home should be stress-free. The last thing you want to worry about is a clogged drain or your hot water not working. So do what I did and call my friends at Fenwick Home Services. They can replace or repair your home's plumbing systems and fixtures fast. Fenwick offers 24/7 same-day service and can fix any plumbing problem you have. With free same-day estimates and guaranteed repairs, the pros at Fenwick Home Services get the job done right the first time. You can also save on future emergencies with $50 off any repair. Online at FenwickHomeservices.com.
Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish. And he's listening to the Nimnicht Outdoor Show.
With tips and stories.
Presented by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Every Saturday morning, 7 to 10.
On 1010XL.
Wow, John, my Clearwater sprinkler system looks great.
All right, Frank, let's go ahead and program your Rainbird timer. How many minutes do you want the zones to run?
John, I think we run from the front 20, the sides 15, the back 10, the garden 5. Clearwater scores!
Well, that's a first, Frank, but you're the boss.
Clearwater Irrigation. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at sprinklers.
And drainage to
ClearwaterJacks.com.
Injured in an accident? Have mounting medical bills? Can't work? Don't worry. Zach's got your back. I'm Zach Von Rowan of Von Rowan Law. I will fight for the compensation that you deserve. Set up your free consultation at zachsgotyourback.com.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
This is Keith Scott with Veterans Wholesale Cabinets. We are Northeast Florida's cabinet experts and your best option to elevate your home improvement project for both homeowners and contractors, and attention to detail to every project. VeteransWholesaleCabinets.com.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by Advanced Business Solutions, your local authorized Xerox dealer on 1010. Now, get smart, John.
Missed it by that much.
On 1010XL.
You know him, you love him. TributeNation.com's own. Bald, beautiful, and savage all in one sentence.
Bold smelling. He hangs out with the Savage pitchman, Johnny Depp.
He does.
When Johnny's in town.
And he's got his teeth looking good.
Nice.
Johnny Depp.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Guggens. How are you?
Good morning, Guggen. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. I do have a couple shout-outs.
Of course you do. Shout them out loud, shout them out proud.
Yeah, first of all, shout out to Jimmy as of yesterday. His team name, I'm retired, I don't care, basically. So he just retired, so congratulations on his retirement.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out, met some longtime Guggens, Michael Brown and Jim Davidson.
What up, Brownie?
Yes.
What up, JD?
Actually, met him at a celebration of life. My mom's best friend passed away. Wonderful, wonderful lady. 94 years old.
Oh, great life.
And it was basically a mini Bishop Kenny reunion, so it was really wonderful to see a lot of classmates, both younger and older. So, yes. So I really, really like the audio clue today, and it's very timely, very timely. You guys will appreciate it, okay?
Yes, looking forward to it.
Okay. So as we typically do with our shows, the first question is usually about alcohol.
Yes.
So today's no exception. Okay. Blue Moon is a beer.
Blue Moon.
It is traditionally served with a slice of which fruit as a garnish?
It's orange.
Orange.
Yes. Ancient history.
Ancient history.
What country is famous for its amazing and very old terracotta army?
Terracotta. Is that the...
Sounds like... Is that not Italy?
I'm thinking more of...
we're Latin here. Terra is earth. Cotta is...
yeah, I was thinking more of Asian, but...
it's not Asian.
It's not.
That's Latin.
Right,
that's
you know better than me.
Well, I mean, I could be wrong. It's going to be. Is there a Spanish? I mean, is there a Latin force
to push
more any more pronounced though than like Mussolini's? Is that not Mussolini's army? Maybe or no? Is that called something else?
I don't know. Terracotta.
I'm sorry. What's the? Give me the question again.
What country is famous for its amazing and very old terracotta army?
Yeah, it's not going to be.
Yeah, old, ancient. Yeah. Very old is like
terracotta.
Way back.
How about it like the Aztecs? But that's not a country, though.
No, it's a country.
Yes, a country.
Where are the Aztecs from?
Mexico, no? Peru? Is that Inca? Let's go Mexico.
Okay.
China.
Oh, you were right. Dan was right.
China.
Asian.
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe not.
You're right.
Maybe they're not Asian in China.
They are.
Terracotta.
No, that doesn't make much sense. It must not be.
Right
it must not be the. It must not be spelled like I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's TerraCotta.
No, that's the way.
Huh.
It's spelled that way. No, you're correct on that, Jeff.
Terracotta Army is a collection of terracotta sculptures depicting the armies of Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of China.
There you go. Learn something every day.
There you go.
Parodies. What artist released the 2011 single Polka Face, a parody of Lady Gaga's single Poker Face?
Gotta be Weird Al, right?
Yeah, no one else does it.
Yeah. Who else could it be, right?
Right.
Yes. Money.
Straight cash on me.
Thank you.
And no going into your pockets, okay?
All right.
Because you're on the YouTube, right?
Yes.
Okay. Whose portrait appears on the front of the dime?
That's Eisenhower.
Okay.
Isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
The dime? Are we talking about the little dime?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or is that Roosevelt?
Just waiting for consensus.
Go with your gut.
Eisenhower.
FDR.
Yeah, FDR. It's Roosevelt. I knew it. Yeah. I went to Roosevelt, and then he got sneaky. He usually doesn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Threw us back to the original, and I had it right. I knew it was FDR. I could even see the glasses on. Damn you, John. Well, Big Yap, shut.
Damn you. Hey, damn you. You missed it, not me.
Well, be quiet until we give an answer. I would have got it to FDR, and you got pipe it in. Do you do that during your show? Do you tell the guys at the table, hey, go with your gut? Just sit down. Be quiet. Ask the question.
You settle down there. By the way, Eisenhower was on a silver dollar.
Well, it doesn't do me a damn bit of good.
Well, I was just sharing, okay?
A darn bit of good. Sorry, kiddos. Darn bit of good.
Who's the queen of the silver dollars?
I don't know. She's the queen of my double-wide trailer, though. I do know that.
Academy Awards.
Academy Awards. EGOT.
Right, not in this case.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he does. Okay. Dustin Hoffman won the Best Actor Oscar for his portrayal of the title character in what 1988 film? And then there's a bonus on it as well.
It's not Kramer versus...
Is that 88? No, that was earlier.
That was earlier, right?
Oh, is Tootsie?
Tootsie.
Yeah,
Tootsie. Good
one. That was earlier also. Rain Man.
Well, that's not...
Yes.
Okay, but I was thinking of the name in the title.
Right. John's got a C game today. I don't know. I don't know what to... I don't know what box Trivia Nation went to this week. But you're a mess this morning.
Read the question again, John.
Yeah, namesake is a name, John. It's not a.
No.
It's a character.
Yeah, the guy's name is Raymond. That would be namesake.
Yeah, if the movie was called Raymond, then we would have got it.
That's correct.
Okay, it's called context clue. Okay, you've got me going already. Okay.
Clown question, bro.
Thank you.
Dustin Hoffman won the Best Actor Oscar for his portrayal of the title character in what 1988 film, okay? Tootsie came out in 82, by the way.
Title character, though.
Correct.
Right.
It is the title character. I thought he said namesake.
I did, too.
No.
Yeah.
GTA.
No, I don't care. I don't like you this morning anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who's thanking early, okay?
Stank.
We had the first
Stunk.
one. Yeah, we had it.
Yes. Okay.
Disaster.
Kmart sucks. I'm an excellent driver. Anyway, okay. Science. Yeah. Oh wait, going back. So your bonus question on that was going to be who played his brother in the movie?
Tom Cruise.
Okay, there you go. All right. What joint in your arm is where the humerus, radius, and ulna bones all meet?
Elbow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Doc Murphy, be proud. Rivers. Phoenix.
3.
Monongahela.
The Murray River is the longest river in what country?
Murray River. I thought of Murray State, so I was going to say Kentucky.
I think he said De Murray or something. What did you say?
Murray.
The Murray, Murray, is the longest river in what country?
It's
never heard of it. Scotland, maybe, or I never heard of. Never in my life have heard of the River Murray. So I'm sure it's a big, important river somewhere that, and literally I've never heard of. What's my zone of expertise? Blue question. No.
Yeah.
Would a river fall in the blue category, Dan?
Yes.
Typically.
Yes.
Is there a river in the world I've never heard of, Dan?
No.
Thank you.
Murray River.
Where's Kyler from?
What about Eddie?
Could it be like if it was Canada, we would have heard, right? I mean, the only river in Canada is St. Lawrence River. It's got to be a river, like if it's a country, like it's.
What about like New Zealand or something?
Right?
Something
far
away.
Again, I don't. Do we have a Murray? Like I'm trying to think of a historical Murray.
I don't know any Murrays.
Is it Murray?
Englishman.
Yeah, well, that would be Thames, but it could be Scotland or Ireland, maybe.
Maybe Ireland. Murray.
I like that though. Australia.
All right. Okay. Makes sense. You were on the right track far away. I've never heard of the River Murray.
I've heard of the Kookaburra.
I have too. I've heard of the Cucamonga Man.
And that has 2 R's in it, much like the Murray. So maybe we should have got it. Give me the damn audio clue. I'm having a bad day.
You want the audio clue?
Yeah, I want it. I want it now.
Well, let me preface by saying I actually asked you this one years ago.
Oh.
So
well, then
we'll see if you remember. So, but let it marinate.
Let it marinate. Let it breathe.
Because it's a great one. Okay, please,
E.
People will come, Ray. They'll come to Iowa for reasons they can't even fathom. They'll turn up your driveway, not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children, longing for the past. Of course, we won't mind if you look around, you'll say. It's only $20 per person. They'll pass over the money without even thinking about it. For it is money they have, and peace they like.
Ray, just sign the papers.
They'll walk out to the bleachers. Sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They'll find they have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baselines.
Okay, great one.
Where they sat when they were children and cheered their heroes. And they'll watch the game. It'll be as if they'd dipped
Still great, isn't it?
Magic water.
Yes, the late great.
Yes.
James Earl Jones.
Yeah, I actually got to meet him about 15 years ago. He was at the Florida Theater. It was kind of a Q&A thing. I tell you, that man could read the ingredients to a soup can. It would just be, you'd be on your seat.
I saw on social media they had him read the top 10 statements that were that James Earl Jones makes sound cool on David Letterman. That was good.
Oh,
that was funny.
I'd like to see that. I'll have to check it out. That's good. Okay. So your question, and again, it was years ago, but I did ask you this. James Earl Jones' character, first and last name in Field of Dreams.
All right. He was the writer.
Correct.
And he went to and Ray was Ray Kinsella.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, the daughter, cute little daughter, grew up to be that lady in the Lakers show.
Oh.
Jeannie Buss?
No, the other one. The one not so attractive. Okay,
Karen.
I can get this.
I think you can.
Okay, so it's Ray and they talked to him. Oh God, I might need initial help.
Let me know when you want it. I'll give you the initial help if you want it.
For the time, I could for time's sake, give me the initials.
T.M.
Terrence Mann.
Yes.
Terrence Mann.
Oh,
I'll give you half that. Because that was
also a great FSU basketball player currently with the Clippers.
Yes, that's
Terrence
his,
Mann.
That's his grandson.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Studied English at FSU. A lot of people don't know that. He's an English lit major.
Mm-hmm. Before he went to
because
Iowa.
of his grandfather.
Before he went to Iowa.
Who was a great writer.
Recent sports.
Recent sports.
Within 10, either way, how many total medals did the U.S. win at the 2024 Summer Olympics?
Oh, my gosh.
120? 119? Stick in my head for some reason?
Okay.
120.
120.
Yes, 126.
Yeah, nice pull.
Yeah, that was good.
That's really good. Not many people got that one, John.
At some point, I saw 119. I don't know why.
That was a good pull.
I think we had the exact same gold as China, I think.
Silver and gold. All right, we got time for a couple more, Johnny. This has been a disastrous Wednesday.
But you know the Googans and Googanellas are probably loving it.
Oh,
yes, they are. They're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell them to read between the lines.
Yeah.
Heard that one in a while.
Broadway.
Of course, he stuck up the wrong three fingers.
Yes, I did.
Of course.
So
Number one.
read between the lines and enjoy my ring finger, Googans.
That's right.
What is the longest-running Broadway show that is currently running?
Cats?
Cats or Hamilton? Hamilton says Cats still running. Well, Hamilton hasn't been around that long.
No.
It has to be a forever one, which I was up there. I don't remember if Cats, we were looking at all the shows, but it would have to be like Cats. Right?
That's the one that jumps out to me.
Let's go with Cats.
Chicago.
And then the other one, another answer to one of those questions is Phantom of the Opera, right? Isn't there? That was like the longest running, maybe?
Probably. I don't. Is that even still running? But I think it has the record.
Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah.
And I think a chorus line at one point was up there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Stand-up comedy.
Stand-up comedy.
What comedian filmed 14 comedy specials for HBO between 1977 and 2008?
1977 and 2008. That's a weird time.
Well, no, I mean somebody. That's somebody.
Eddie Murphy Raw.
To give you another little hint.
Yeah, sure.
That may or may not. Okay, he also was the first host of Saturday Night Live when it premiered in 1975.
Steve Martin. No, he didn't do all. Did he do HBO specials?
I don't remember.
I don't remember watching.
No.
Is it?
It's not Pryor. Is it Richard Pryor?
What about George Carlin?
That's a good one. He probably done those.
George Carlin.
Yeah.
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 The SNL clue helped me there.
Okay. You have time for one more?
Yeah, we do. One more.
Okay. TV. Who voiced Charlie Townsend in the original Charlie's Angels?
Yeah, that's the old guy. Son of a bee sting. I know this guy. Oh, God. I can see him. John.
But John is the first name.
It is John. I had John in my head, too.
John,
he went on to be on a very successful series after that.
Very acclaimed actor.
Mm-hmm.
Forsyth.
Yeah, dude.
Good pull.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, good.
All right.
Get him out of here.
We didn't do
Hang up on him.
Yeah, whatever.
Hang up
your
on
best
him.
performance, boys.
Click him off while he's talking.
Not yours either, friend.
Be rude.
Take a hike. See
Get
you
him
next
outta
week.
here.
Yeah. You smell better than
This
you
is the
performed
drill.
today. That's all hope.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Imagine driving a late model Corvette, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Honda, Chevy, Ford, and more, all at a fraction of the original sticker price. Visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom and browse a great selection of dream cars that are inspected with warranties. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
Hey, imagine having a doctor available to you any day and any time. That's why I'm telling you about my doctor, Rick Townsend. I've been going to Doc T for, decades, and he's decided to take a leap into a new, exciting, more personal world of medicine. I sure am going with him. You need an appointment? Next available is 2 months away. Not with Doc T. He gets you in that day or the next. Medical emergency? Here's Doc T's personal phone number. He'll get right back to you 7 days a week. Think of it like being a member of an exclusive golf club, but the cost will surprise you. And as far as physicians, Rick Townsend, one of the best. Navy trained, graduated from Wake Forest. Doc T has been a fixture in our community, forever. So whether it's yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, or hospital follow-ups, you name it, Doc T has you covered. All you got to do is find out how you can take away your health worries at mypvconcierge.com. That's mypvconcierge.com.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O. If you want high-quality water in your home at a fair price that won't scare you to death, then talk to someone who knows water and is not a pushy salesman. Contact your local water boy, Keith. I install premium equipment and can repair or even rebuild your existing system. In a business known for aggressive sales tactics, let me show you how my approach is different. If you've got any water problems, contact the water boy at waterboyjack.com.
Hi, everybody. Mike Dempsey here. Look, most goals we set for ourselves have a pretty clear course. I want a trip to Las Vegas. So you read a couple of reviews, talk to a few friends, save up some money, and you book it. Maybe a couple of choices along the way, but overall, it's a clear course to reach your goal. Now, if your goal is to lose 40 or 50 pounds, where's the clear path? You read reviews, talk with a few friends, and try something out. When it doesn't work, you're disappointed. Look, we've all been there, and it stinks. Know what I say? Stop trying to do what I did and start doing. Reach your goal with Awaken 180. It's a clear course to success without the disappointment. No guesswork, no trial and error, and no medication side effects. I'm proof. I dropped 26 pounds my first go at it, and it was simple. A word never associated with weight loss except when referring to Awaken 180. Choose the simple, clear course to success with the solution for weight loss. Awaken180weightloss.com.
A lot of
companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Looking to elevate your game night experience? Look no further than Best Bet. We're not just a card room, we're your destination for excitement, fun, and big wins. Whether you're a seasoned player or new to the game, we have something for everyone. Join us at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, or St. Augustine for thrilling tournaments, exciting promotions, and a vibrant atmosphere that will take your game night to the next level. Elevate your game night at Best Bet. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Get more Gators on the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists with new episodes every Friday. Subscribe and listen by searching for 1010XL's Gator Bites podcast wherever you find podcasts and at 1010XL.com.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a dust bunny breeder from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Steve Johnson.
Welcome to the show, Steve.
It's great to be here, Alex? Yeah, you don't have to answer in the form of a question, Steve. What is this game show? See, that's another question. Are you going to ask me about air conditioners?
Yeah, okay. How about we just send the Bueller guys over and you can annoy them with all your questions?
Johnny?
That's right, Steve. Bueller Air and Plumbing can answer all your air conditioning questions. Repair options, replacement models, and how to make your AC last longer while saving electricity. Making sure you are cool.
Where is the parking lot? You're killing me, Steve.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
This is Dr. Steve Crenshaw, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Former Jaguar Tony Pacelli questions the decision to go for it in the loss to Miami.
I don't understand. You have 31, you get dominated at the line of scrimmage, and there's nowhere to go.
Former running back Fred Taylor of the Jaguars looks for current running back Travis Etienne to bounce back after the fumble.
Travis is going to have an amazing year, I believe.
The Jaguars released a tribute to the late James Earl Jones, who served as narrator of a film, City of Dreams, that Touchdown Jacksonville presented before NFL owners in 1992 when the Jags applied for one of two expansion slots. One up-to-the-minute updates on the Jaguars? Follow the new home of 1010XL on X by following at 1010XLJAX. That's at 1010XLJax on X.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by Advanced Business Solutions, your local authorized Xerox dealer. On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
All right, it's time for the 10-minute drill. Let's hit some headlines and some stuff you've heard, maybe haven't heard from the sports world. And, I mean, I guess it's your prerogative. You go to your Outlook schedule and find 3 or 4 days that work. I mean, there's nothing that says you're not allowed to. But I thought the PGA Tour electing to schedule their meeting with Saudi Arabia's public investment fund in New York City, coinciding with 9/11, was at best tacky.
Oh, yeah. Today is 9/11, and it's a day that we always talk about, and we always should. It's a significant day in American history, a tragic, awful, punch in the stomach day for all Americans, and just horrific what happened on this day so many years ago. Now, what is it, how many years ago?
23.
Wow.
Meetings between the PGA Tour and the PIF were criticized by the 9/11 Justice Group yesterday. The group of 9/11 survivors, first responders, family members have accused the Saudis of supporting the terrorists. Either way, man, you know what, guys? This just dawns on me. Never mind that it should have just jumped at you in bold face when you saw 10th through 12th or whatever it might be. But it's a terribly tacky by the PGA Tour, and there's a lot of smart people and friends that work out there. Y'all are better than this. And if you're going to try and spin a world where you're going to coexist with this faction, maybe not go to the site of the downed towers. Maybe.
Yeah.
Just from a metaphorical standpoint. So, yeah, again, at best tacky. At best tacky. When that's the main argument against, it's really the main argument against live in Saudi from most sports fans was to push back against that role if it documented in 9/11. And so to meet in New York with the Saudis on 9/11, good grief, man. Read the room, boys. Anyway, I said this earlier, not for Braves or, God forbid, Mets fans out there.
Yes.
But I just updated the status. There's 18 games to go. The Braves and Mets are tied for the last playoff spot. So it's just more of a consumer alert to those that aren't Braves fans and haven't been listening to the show longer than 8 seconds. Braves Mets are going to make their way into the fiber of this program in the next 3 weeks, even with all the football going on. So just heads up. Mets lose yesterday. Braves win. Could have stood just to. I'd rather have 3 4-run games in a row than 1 12-run game, but just take what you can get.
Yeah, at this point, you just want to win. And we got an afternoon game. We got to win the series because we're off to Philly next and, take on the Phils. So, we'll see. We haven't been hitting lately. We've had we're actually lucky to win, split our last 4 games. We get 3, 4, 5 hits a night, and it's just not going to get it done. I'm still waiting for the polar bear to at any point in time this year carry the club, and that has yet to occur, and he's beginning to annoy me. So, but yeah, it is what it is, and I'm happy to be in meaningful games in September at this point. To be honest with you, it's been more than I could have imagined. So we'll see how it all pans out. But afternoon tilt today. I don't know if you guys play. You probably play at night.
We got a nighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as I know, it's a nighter. I know. In fact, I do know it's a nighter. So you got an afternooner. Maybe if I escape the pickleball courts this afternoon, maybe I'll check that out. I like watching the rivals, the ones you're chasing with. I take a lot of, and I'm sure you do too. It's fun when you're in a pennant race or a playoff battle to watch the opponent you need to lose. It's almost as fun and as exciting as watching your own game.
I'm very curious to see how this year develops, and I hope he stays healthy, number one, for Anthony Richardson. He is, you've seen this throw by now that he had, which was out of this world.
Did we ever get an official air distance on that thing?
I think it was 60, but he was slipping.
I thought it said 60.
And he just flicked it. I mean, he obviously...
And right in stride. It was impressive.
It was. And yet, he also had some horrible misses.
And he was only like 9 of 19, I think.
Yeah, this kid, is it A.D. Mitchell? Is that the receiver?
Adonai Mitchell, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Georgia to Texas to wide open.
Oh, my gosh.
I saw A.D.
3 or 4
he also
times.
dropped one, but I didn't see those.
I mean, quarantine stuff.
And you just worry, can that get better?
And it has to.
And it probably will.
And then the other positive part of that is if you're playing the Texans, take note because they got past those guys all night. I don't know. They got a good corner in Stingley, right?
Well, I guess what happened there is the ability to protect him long enough to throw it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about the Jags and all the explosive plays. And I think that, one thing that happened with the Jaguars on Sunday, and I don't want to sidebar off of some other topics, I think that offensive line wore down. I think they got tired as the game went on. I think I think the offensive line played a lot better, and as the game went on, they were never terrible, but they just.
And I forgot to ask Tony this question. I know they do it for continuity's sake, and I understand, but it's crazy to me that O linemen play every snap and D linemen get rotated. It's just odd to me.
Yeah, that's always been that way.
It has.
Yeah,
and I mean, O linemen are on the, I guess, attack. D linemen are. I don't know. It's just I'm curious as to the thought process behind that.
Yeah, it's just
because you're right. Maybe they did get worn down. Even though they didn't play a ton.
Well, so should have the Dolphins. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I wondered, did that happen to our whose performance declined?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, you can point to third down. You point to play calls. At the end of the day, the guys up front did a great job in the first half. They were opening running lanes. Trevor, I actually saw. I mean, you've seen this 10 times his whole career where he looks all across the field without having to move.
Yeah.
And then in the second half, that all disappeared. Stuff rate back.
Stuff rate.
Pressure and sacks back.
I hate the stuff rate.
So a good, consistent 60 minutes from the O-line, is also going to help if that's possible.
Mm-hmm. My pet peeve. Do I have time for my pet peeve of the day from social media?
Yeah.
I don't need, because it's September, okay? And for years and years, September meant many things. But in the world of television, what did it mean, Jeff?
December?
September.
Oh.
The month that we're in now.
That's not a...
In the world of television, September always meant one thing. It meant the debut of all the new shows.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right? So on social media now, every single day I get 36 years ago today, Welcome Back Cotter hit the airwaves. 50 years ago today, Spider-Man.
I hear you, because it's always...
I get it. I don't need that. Stop. That's just my pet peeve of the day. Thank you very much. Thank you for allowing me to spit that out real quick, and I appreciate that. So, but yeah, getting back to, I just want to get back and put a wrap on AR. I hope he can stay healthy, and we'll get to talk to Denny about him. It's Anthony great and terrible though. It's weird. There's a big.
This is. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, well, that's what he was. It's been his whole career. That's exactly what he was in Gainesville.
Yeah, but he hasn't played a lot.
I know.
He didn't play a lot in college. He hasn't played a lot in the pros.
Right, and that's what. And until he is in criticism or in point of fact about that, that's on him. He can't stay healthy.
Now, if
he would have a lot more reps if he were healthy all of his time. It was not because he got beat out. It was because he can't stay healthy.
Now, if the Colts are going to be one of those 9-8ers, okay, like in the hunt, if they're going to be in the hunt.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Then they're going to win at Green Bay on Sunday against Malik Willis, and they're going to beat the Bears at home the following weekend. Then they have the Steelers at home, which is a winnable game, and then they go Jags at Titans. Those, not so much. But Packers, Bears, Steelers, you got to win a couple of those. They got to be 2-2.
Yeah.
So, and they're coming off the loss to the Texans. So, and the Texans.
And listen, and this is what's so great about the NFL. You've got that shortened season. It brings urgency. The Packers, without their quarterback, have to host Indy. They got to win that game at home. They can fall out of this thing in the next 3 or 4 weeks.
They got to find a win.
I don't know what their schedule. Who do they play after Indy? I mean, this is a very winnable game, home game against Indianapolis. If you're trying to pick up wins.
Right.
I mean, I'm not trying to
say.
Then
they go to Tennessee, which is a winnable.
But it's
tougher
than Indy at home.
And then you got the Vikings at home.
All winnable, but
tough. They're all tough because of who your quarterback.
You're not worried.
You're confident.
You're like the Jags right now. You lost a tough game to a good team,
right?
You take it harder than what it probably is. That's a good way to look at it. I think we're taking the Jags' loss at Miami a lot harder than say Green Bay. Then we take Green Bay's. We look at it a lot stricter than we do Green Bay's loss to Philly. We see Green Bay lose to Philly. We're like, oh, those are good teams. They'll be fine.
The NFL, because of the battle of attrition, works out for some and doesn't work out for others. We get the Packers later in the year.
Right.
Jordan Love will be back.
Sure.
Colts get him with missing Jordan Love.
We get him the week after the bye.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on his pace back, if he misses 6 weeks.
Well, they say
it'd
3
be
or
close.
4.
We'll see. We'll see. They say that on a lot. They told me Ozzie Albies was 6 to 8. 8 weeks is this Sunday. He's nowhere near returning. In fact, I don't think the Braves will have Ozzie Albies for the rest of the year. Do you know what? Listen, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you know what they are anymore.
Yes.
It's just like maybe before you understood what math was, you didn't know what field goal percentage meant. But the analytics in football you're just foolish to not acknowledge them because teams are.
Right.
So as fans, if we're not, look, EPA per route may not mean anything to you or me.
Right.
But it does to them.
Yeah.
It matters.
Right.
EPA, expected points added, that's a metric they use in football, measures how a play affects a team's potential to score points, calculated by subtracting a team's expected points at the start of the play from their expected points at the end of the play. In other words, how big a play is it?
All right.
In the last 11 years, in debuts by rookie receivers,
the
most efficient Week 1 debuts as to that EPA per route number.
Yeah.
How many of their plays are making, wow, this is going to be a scoring drive play?
Okay.
If you catch a touchdown, obviously it's going to shoot that number through the roof.
Okay.
These are some of the more efficient and noteworthy debuts by rookie receivers through the years. I'll give you some of the names.
All right.
Puka Nacua, 10th best.
Okay.
Terry McLaurin, number 5. Cooper Kupp, number 4. Jamar Chase, number 3. A.J. Brown, number 2. And number 1, most efficient week 1 debuts in the history of the or in the last 11 years, Brian Thomas Jr. from Sunday.
Yeah. Clap it up for BTJ.
Okay, so you wanted this, that, and the other. Well, I don't see Malik Neighbors' name on here. I don't see Marvin Harrison Jr.'s name on this list.
Okay.
I didn't see Rome Odunze score a touchdown on Sunday.
He's week to week.
So, I mean, the point is, what we wanted from right now, I said this in the game the other day, and then it lost its impact because he went AWOL. They took him out of the game plan or didn't find him enough.
Mm-hmm.
But golly, it sure felt like at the end of the half, my gosh, if they didn't go and draft the right guy.
Amen to
Hot
that.
dang, if they didn't draft the right guy.
Amen.
Brian Thomas Jr., I think we could say he's going to be good, isn't he?
I think so.
I mean, he's already making plays that, routine.
Yeah.
He's definitely showed that ability.
Yeah.
You guys think that he will have a game this year of 8 or more catches and 130 or more yards?
Oh, yeah.
I do
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
When's the last time the Jaguars had a receiver have 8 or more catches and 130 or more yards in a game?
In a game?
Probably not as recently as you think.
What did Calvin have the first game last year?
9 for 109 or something?
Okay.
Yeah.
One or the other, yeah, but both?
We'll keep it rolling. 641-1010 is the number to call. Tell them what they're going to win. What is the razzle-dazzle selection of the day?
Oh, if you're streaming right now on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, you'll see that I got this fancy Jaguars throwback hat.
I have one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a nice hat. I don't know. I might keep this for myself. No, I'm going to give it away.
Give it away.
All you got to do is holler at me, 904-641-1010. And I got lunch for 2 at Tropical Smoothie. All you got to do is holler at your boy.
It's a Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday on The Drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Ease into game day a full 5 hours before kickoff with the Terminix Kickoff Show.
It's incredible, but beautiful, huh?
Live from Tailgaters Park.
Hey, beautiful, beautiful.
Brought to you by Gatorade and Clearwater Irrigation on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too. From Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality product and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
They're out to test our reputation as the best plumber in Jax, so we gotta play like the experts we are. Now, who are we?
Roland Reach Plumbing!
Now that's what a winner sounds like.
Customers always win with Roland Reach Plumbing at plumberinjax.com.
Hey, when it comes to insurance, I think we all think kind of like this. We start adding up those monthly premiums we pay, and then we realize, man, that's a lot of cash. If something happens, man, we need you. You better be there. That's what the Kaproskis do. Craig and Chris Kaprosky teamed up to take care of all of our insurance needs. And when I say take care of, I mean it. Customer service, 2 words that sometimes get lost in today's America, but not with the Kaproskis. Something happens to you, you call them, they are on it. If they happen to not answer because they're helping someone else, they call you right back and are on it. It's homeowners, it's auto, it's flood, it's boat insurance, small business. Kaproskis will be there for you your time in need. I speak from experience. We have dealt with the Kaproskis numerous times. Our family. They've helped my daughter. They've helped my son. Get an insurance checkup today. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com. Craig.Kaprosky, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I, at goosehead.com, or call 478-8422. They're Craig and Chris Kaprosky, part of the Goosehead Insurance family and part of our family as well.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach. 1010XL's running game takes a giant step forward.
Well, Fred Taylor is the whole package.
Fred Taylor joins Dan and Jeff on the drill. Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins DUI defense firm.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Now, the Performance Painting high-performance play of the game. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
There's a duo in Jacksonville that's going to force opponents to get in asbestos suit because they're simply going to set the league on fire. In the second quarter, Trevor Lawrence would find Brian Thomas Jr. for a 14-yard touchdown. That would give the squad a 14-0 lead with 6:21 left in the half. The Thomas Jr. score is your Performance Painting play of the game.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting.
Hey, Jaguars fans, as the official whiskey of the NFL, it's not a kickoff without the generous spirit of Crown Royal. And that's why we've built the Crown Royal Rig. An absurdly awesome 18-wheeler delivering the generous spirit to stadiums and tailgates across the country. Follow the Royal Rig on its journey from city to city, bringing together local cuisine, NFL legends, and the opportunity to pack a purple bag for charity and win tickets to Super Bowl 59. Visit crownroyal.com for rules and more, and please drink responsibly.
This is Mark Nato. My son Justin injured his hand playing baseball for JU. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists performed surgery just a few days later, and within 5 weeks, he was cleared to play in the ASUN baseball tournament. Our family has trusted Southeast Orthopedic Specialists for years. For any orthopedic injury, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialists take care of you too.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1 second left. Packers are down by 6 at the goal line. Your defense is the only thing stopping them from scoring. Is your team prepared? Double Check Cybersecurity has your back. With an AI-powered defense, start your 14-day trial at doublecheck.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Kuhn Flowers. With FSU's running back Jalen Lucas out for the season, head coach Mike Norvell says it's next man up.
You know, anytime a guy goes down, it is opportunity. A door opens. Mackay has really been coming along.
Florida head coach Billy Napier, during his press conference, commented on wide receiver Elijah Badger, the transfer from Arizona State.
I think he's getting more confident. He's getting comfortable in the system, and I think just reality that he can do
it.
USA Today Florida Network Super 25 high school football list was released for week 4. In our area, Mandarin was in the top 10, St. Augustine was in the top 15, and Range checked in at number 20. For even more local sports, follow at 1010XLJAX on X, the new and improved home of 1010XL. That's at 1010XLJAX on X.
At 8:10, it's 76 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
That's Babyface.
No, close though.
Blue Skin.
New edition, my boy.
New edition. Thank you, E.
Blue Skin.
Blue Skin, baby.
I saw a question on social media, which I guess for me would be like YouTube or, in the comments. I don't know where I saw this.
Yes, sir.
But it basically said, what's your most radical position that's not political?
Okay.
So what's your most radical thought? And
like eliminate the designated hitter or something
something like that, all right? Or, if you drive 40 in the right-hand lane, you should be arrested, right? Or whatever it is. Okay, you know what mine is?
What is it?
If you use a community computer and when you log off, you have the screen expanded to like 200% or 180%. So when you
put
turn
it back,
you should be fired.
Oh,
that's my see. That's radical. That's not like,
radical.
Yeah, that's my radical position this morning. That has nothing to do with politics. That if you use a community computer and you're so damn blind, buddy, go get some glasses, man.
Yeah.
That you got to hit that expanded. Boom, boom, boom. This is what my computer looks like, Dan Hicken, when I come to work every morning.
I like this.
Just give me, just come take a look at it. This is what it looks like when I log on. You see this? I mean, I don't look, and then you're gonna what is that?
That's a blind eye.
I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's one of the late shows. I don't know if it's the afternoon folk. I don't know if it's hacker.
Yeah.
But my God, who can I buy some glasses?
Yeah, that's bad.
I mean, look, does it add a whopping 1 minute to the morning to get everything back down to size? Yeah. But I don't know. How about you put it back like it goes? Fired. I'd be firing people. My radical.
Blue face, baby.
Thank you.
What's Blueface been up to, E?
He locked up.
Is he?
Yeah.
Dang.
Catch up on eggs.
Is he the one in the LA stadium last year with the pole dancers?
Yeah. That was Blueface.
He's in the Hooskow?
Yeah, he need to just stay there for a little bit, bro.
Okay. What'd he do? Something bad?
I'm not taking care of his baby.
Oh, okay. All right.
You got to do that.
Yeah, you got to do it. Blueface.
How many quarterbacks in the NFL you figure through for, 235 yards this weekend?
235?
Yeah, I don't want to go 300 because that's not a fair statement.
I'd say half of them.
Yeah, right. 16, 18, 20, 7.
Only 7.
I'm sorry, 8. 5 of the 8 lost.
Wow.
In other words, I don't know if it's defenses, if there's some sort of concerted universal change in strategy.
Right.
But those numbers, those passing numbers, and we briefly touched on them yesterday when it comes to your touchdown passes, right? Only 35. 10 years ago, or 6 years ago, there were 61 opening week. The average passing yards yesterday is the lowest in the history of the game for a season opener. 186 yards. I went back to 2000. I'm assuming before 2000, there's not going to be a lower number than that.
Yeah. Well, it's only week 1, so we'll see how it goes this week. And it's going to be an interesting week in the National Football League starting Thursday. When Miami plays Buffalo, Miami's 2 running backs haven't been practicing this week, so I don't know if Achane and Mostert are going to play or not. Josh Allen has been cleared to play. He's got a left hand injury. He hurt it against the Cardinals diving into the end zone, but he's a go, and he practiced yesterday. So that's a great Thursday night game, though, Buffalo and Miami, so that'll be one.
Yeah, that's a terrific one. I don't know what the NFL did, but they definitely went high on the impact for these primetime games out of the gates. Yeah. And I haven't looked all year long. Is that going to be
on the Thursdays?
Is that going to be the rule? All the days. Look at the ones we had.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they gave you the AFC Conference Championship rematch. Then they gave you 2 of the best teams, Eagles, Packers.
Yeah.
Then they gave you 49ers, Jets. with Aaron. Now, that one didn't play as competitively as the other ones. The Sunday night game was terrific.
Al will be in Snoozeville the following weekend. He gets Buffalo, Miami, but, he gets the Jets. New England at the Jets.
Yeah, but still, that's the first one that doesn't have a lot to it.
You get the
one of those is 1-0. One's 0-1, and it ain't the Jets.
Yeah, and then you get Dallas and the Giants, so you'll be pumped about that. That's a great rivalry game. You get your favorite, Tampa and Atlanta, big showdown in the South. You get San Fran and Seattle. So we got a lot of divisionals. Then you get Denver, NOLA. You get Minnesota.
Those aren't as good. They came out hot is the point. This is proving the point. You don't have a Buffalo, Miami on there.
No, but they have Cincinnati, Baltimore, Week 10. That's a great game, right? Pittsburgh, Cleveland's a good rivalry game. The Raiders and the Chiefs, a good rivalry game. Green Bay, Detroit, good rivalry game. So they got a good schedule. It's better. Let's say that. It's better. Better than it used to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And look, the Sunday nighters and the Monday nighters have always been traditionally a little better.
I think
profile.
Monday night has. I will say this: getting Buck and Aikman in the Monday night
they gave him some
brought some esteem back to that.
No, because
night.
that had become Thursday-esque.
Yes.
And they also can now switch those games, which they should, because at the end of the day, by the time you get to November 20th, you don't know what anyone is.
Well, I don't.
If you've got a Monday nighter, I don't like keeping it.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah,
Only in the respect of it's crap for the fans. If I'm planning a trip with my family to a Sunday,
it's not many people though.
Huh?
That's just not many people.
Have you gone to a Jags game?
There's millions of people across the country who want to see the best game. There's a few that
I don't care.
That can't change their travel plans a day. It'd probably help most people if it weren't on Monday. I mean, if you're planning to go to the game, you're going to go to the game.
I'm okay for a 1 to 4 o'clock switch. I'm not okay with taking a game and making it, hey, we're going to flex this thing to Monday night. No,
I don't like enough notice. It's not that big of a difference.
Well, they don't give you enough notice. They do it week to week.
No, it's like 3 weeks for Monday night or 4 weeks.
All right, I don't like it.
Yeah, they can't do it a week out.
If I looked at the schedule in September and I said, I'm taking my family, we're going to Nashville to see the Jags and the Titans on Sunday at 1 o'clock. We got an 8 o'clock flight home. We got to be on it because I got to work on that Monday, and I catch it. And, we moved it to Monday night. I'm like,
oh, you're looking at it from the other way, and so that's
what I'm saying.
Would be the hard part.
That's what I'm saying. Now, again, if you want to flex games I can deal with it a little bit, but even from 1 o'clock Sunday to Sunday night, that you're kind of screwed because then you're staying over. So it just is what it is. I mean, again, obviously TV rules the world. I mean, that's where all the revenue comes from. So I get it, but we'll be back in action, and I'm sure there'll be a lot. Browns fans will travel, right? We'll have a lot of Browns fans here on Sunday, I would suspect. Fun times not in Cleveland today.
I don't know about maybe.
I think
it would be less than most.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
But I don't. That's become a new thing with all these ticket brokers. It used to be, I don't care how passionate your fan base was, you wouldn't get 30-40% of the market, they do now. And it's not here; it's everywhere.
Did you read the article on FSU? FSU football. What's wrong with FSU football?
I know the answer, so I didn't read it.
Oh, okay. What is the answer?
Well, there's a variety. For one, this year's transfer portal has not hit, especially DJ Uiagalelei. They have not gotten the quarterback play that they expected.
Mm-hmm.
The skill position players that FSU has fired off to the NFL year after year after year is lacking. The cupboard is bare.
In July, Mike Norvell said, this has been arguably the best offseason I've ever been a part of. The way they approached our drills, spring practice, summer, the work has been there. It's a fast, explosive, powerful football team. There was no talk about what had happened back in January, how they got screwed in their minds. But Florida State's first 2 games exposed not only flaws and what should have been team strengths, but also a general lack of cohesion and leadership. The Noles have not looked fast, explosive, or powerful. Their offensive coordinator, offensive line coach is quietly serving a 3-game NCAA mandated suspension for recruiting violations. Bunch of cheaters over there in Tallahatchie. Norvell has vowed to be better as his team attempts to hit the reset button. Is it too late? Well, that's to be determined. They were more stunned about
for their goals. It is too late. That's what's so hard. That's where it's going to be tough for Mike Norvell to get that team to remain bought in, to get the traveling caravan and old fans to that stadium on Saturdays this fall. It is over.
They were more stunned about the Boston College loss. One FSU official used the word bewilderment to describe the scene. Listen, the lowest point came in 21 when the team was 0-4. Jordan Travis was booed so badly he considered quitting football. From that point to the ACC title game, FSU went 28-6. So they got on a little bit of a roll. Of course, There's no sympathy for FSU because of the fact that they're suing the ACC, at least not in the conference. The team's 0-2 start has drawn widespread ridicule on social media and whispers in ACC circles about karma.
They're not getting into what went wrong. They're just giving us the details.
Nearly a quarter of the roster opted out of last season's Orange Bowl or entered the transfer portal. 10 players were drafted. Travis, Keon Coleman, Jared Verse, Braden Fisk.
I think in hindsight, Mike Norvell would have discouraged everyone quitting on the team last year.
Yeah.
It was a bad look. It sent a bad message, and it
Go ask Dan Mullen about that.
And then it went 63-3, and they've not, they haven't won a game since, for sure. It was a bad luck to quit. It was akin to Arlington Country Day at the state finals one year, putting their second-place medals in the trash.
Oh, dear.
Remember that?
This year, as opposed to last year, early on, Norvell brought in the portal players with multiple years of eligibility to help lay the foundation. Verse, Robinson, Trey Benson. This year, he wanted to add complementary players to a roster that returned 82 players. These are the guys that Norvell recruited. In his mind, the foundation was set. Not so much. They signed 17 transfers, top 10 portal class. They knew they'd bring in a veteran quarterback. They talk about the Uiagalelei versus Cam Ward, who were both visiting the same weekend in December. As we said, and I've told you, DJ committed to the Noles on January 1st. Ward declared for the draft the same day, changed his mind, decided to play at Miami January 13th. So one opposing coach on DJ, I just never felt like this was a championship quarterback. He's just never been accurate enough. 2 games in, erratic, 465 yards, 1 touchdown.
It's clear he's not because here's the deal. He is what he is. He's been around a long time, different systems.
Right.
He's just gonna throw mid-game passes, and they're screwed. What a disappointing
Marvin Jones Jr., who the staff raved about all spring and summer, has done nothing.
And here's
2
what
tackles.
happens, too. You love hearing it at the time, but then you hold it against your guy when he tells you how off-season, how they're fine, they're good, he loves them.
Yeah.
And so they're mad at Norvell for, quote,
Yes.
misleading them.
Yes.
And Billy Napier's running into some of that,
Sure
too.
he is.
Hold on. You said you were this, that, and the other.
Sure he is.
Same issues.
We got to take a break. We'll keep it rolling. This is the drill. We got the Murphy Power Hour brought to you by TV
Nice.
Partners. That's coming up a little later in the program. So a lot going on today here on a hump day. Is it hump day, E?
Hump day.
Thank
Beatro's
you.
Plumbing Wednesday on the drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Every special teams player waits for his number to be called.
We got this.
After the game, we call the Crown Royal Special Teams Player of the Game.
Game ball, baby.
On 1010XL.
Good job, team.
Couldn't be any happier than to be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, that's what I'm talking about, is how you will be treated when you visit that beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard. You'll find out what I'm talking about. There's no pressure, just friendly help. I got my boy Blue Silverado. I couldn't be happier with my truck. But if you want a car, an SUV, an electric, a pre-owned, or if you want a truck, George Moore Chevrolet, they got it all, right? If you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, they even got, by the way, a Corvette. And they're giving it away free. Have you registered to win yet? Just go to their social media pages and register to win a Corvette this fall. Woo. Anyway, morechevy.com. So easy to navigate. Vehicles, sales, service, parts. Never been more easy to use. You know what I say? I say it's George Moore Chevrolet. And together, let's drive.
Now, the Florida State Seminole Report, brought to you by your local Ag Pro, your home team.
FSU men's basketball will play 10 games in the months of November and December, beginning with home games against Northern Kentucky on November 4th and Florida on November 15th, to go along with a road game at LSU and neutral site games against Rice in Houston, Temple, UMass in Connecticut, and Tulane in the Orange Bowl Classic in Sunrise, Florida. I'm RJ Saunders with your Ag Pro Seminole Report.
The kickoff to savings event is here at Ag Pro. Through September 30th, we're offering 0 down and 0% for 84 months on John Deere compact tractors. Get a 1025R tractor with loader for just $279.99 per month, or a 3025E tractor with loader for only $349.99 per month. Visit your local Ag Pro store today. Offer ends September 30th. Limited time offer. Some exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
All right, football season is fun season. It's also fantasy football season. Listen, I'm comfortable sending y'all to Underdog Fantasy, but I understand I'm conservative, right? I don't ever get in trouble here. That's just a little bit of loose recreation for me. So as always, we encourage you to be responsible and be prudent and just let it be the little bit of extracurricular fun, and maybe we'll win some money along the way. Underdog's that easy. They give you statistical projections. All you got to do is say higher or lower. It's an easy app to download. Super fun to play. A variety of games. They give you plenty of descriptions. Underdog. So easy to get started. Go to their easy-to-use mobile app or to UnderdogFantasy.com. Sign up with the promo code PROSSER, and Underdog's going to give you a special to use on your first contest and a deposit offer. It's Underdog Fantasy, promo code PROSSER. Claim your new customer offer of a mystery special, plus a first-time deposit offer of up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Got to be 18 or over, and in a state where Underdog operates, call 1-800-GAMBLER or ncpgambling.org if you're concerned with your play.
At Garber Auto Mall, we can wiggle it. Best price, we can wiggle it. Best trade value, we can wiggle it. Best payment, we can wiggle it. Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. With 8 American brands, we can wiggle it. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or online at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there's always a little room for wiggle.
Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
Googan Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jags fans, a new Everbank Performance account could be your ticket to London this October. Through the Everbank London Getaway, one lucky winner and a guest will receive round-trip airfare, hotel accommodations, and a pair of tickets to see the Jags play in London. To learn more and for official rules, visit everbank.com/London. No person necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of 50 United States and D.C. 18 or older. Entry period for the Everbank London Getaway Sweeps is from 8/5/24 to 9/5/24. To enter and for official rules, alternate method of entry, prize description, odds of winning, and other details, visit everbank.com/London. Sponsor and administrator, Everbank N.A.
Bold City AC, keeping you cool.
Feeling the heat, Jacksonville? Cool down with Bold City Heating and Air. From repairs to energy-efficient installs, we do it all. Your system worked hard all summer long to keep you cool. Give it a spa day. Schedule a system tune-up. Call Bold City Heating and Air today and experience the bold difference.
Bold City AC, keeping you cool. Bold City AC.
Visit boldcityac.com.
It's the blog players put their pads on for.
So we want it, we got to bring it. My thoughts and observations on our home team. That's what I share with you every week on my blog.
Roland Reach Plumbing brings you Hayes Blog on 1010XL.com.
You already know it's your boy E to the T, and winning season is back. Football is back, and my bookie is here, baby. So make sure you're ready to cash in on all the action. This season, my bookie is pulling out all the stops with incredible promotions like weekly risk-free boost on Thursdays, where you can bet without a sweat. If your bet hits, you win big. If it doesn't, forget about it. My bookie will refund you your wages, but that's just the beginning. My bookie is giving away hundreds of thousands in prizes with their Super Survivor and their Square contest. Get your entries in now for your shot to win huge cash rewards. For a limited time, they're bringing back the double deposit bonus. When you're ready to get started, use my promo code 1010XL to claim your bonus that doubles your money. Double your cash, my boy, with that promo code 1010XL before you place every bet. And now loyalty pays off. With my bookie, the more you play, the more you win. It's simple. My bookie is the lock of the century. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere, and make this season your winning season. Come on, somebody.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? You have questions? Call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Welcome to ABS, Advanced Business Solutions, your local print management partner and home to Xerox copiers. From IT management to VoIP phone systems, Advanced Business Solutions is the right name to know.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Let me ask you a question. This is the kind of questions you get.
Yeah.
That's some unfortunate news, gentlemen.
What's wrong?
Is this Beverly?
Yeah, Frankie Beverly passed away.
Oh, no.
This Frankie Beverly right here, man. This song means something to the culture for real. At every cookout, this song come on, everybody getting a two-stepper.
Okay.
You made me happy. Everybody getting a two-stepper. There, you can do your dance to this song.
Oh, yeah. I play this in my cookout.
Yeah.
Syrup over there.
Ultimate cookout song.
Like Log Cabin. That's your new nickname, Log Cabin. You're like syrup. Sure. All right. This sounds like a dumb question. All right. And I will freely admit, you've played football all through high school.
Okay.
I played football. Last time I played football, like a real football, was like the beginning of 9th grade. Then we moved to Puerto Rico. That was it for football, baby. No playing that down there.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's going to rain Sunday. It's raining all week. Is there any advantage to like getting a heads up, like throwing it around in the rain a little bit today, or that doesn't really help?
You've heard the stories about them soaking the balls.
Does
in
that
the
help though? When you get to the game, because I started thinking of this in this way. Say you had a big golf tournament on Saturday and you knew it was going to rain.
Yeah.
Would it help you any on Saturday if you went out today and played in the rain?
I'd be miserable.
It probably wouldn't. So, because it was part of me thinking, do you get used to the wet ball? But no, these guys have been playing football forever. It's going to have to make the play with that wet ball on Sunday and what they do,
You know
today.
the NFL, though, they leave no stone unturned. So, hey, we're going to practice in the rain today. I'm turning the sprinklers on.
I'm sure the other way around is, you risk injury and the slippery and all that. So I'm sure they'll be inside mill or, inside the covered part of it. But
the Lions,
I was wondering, something to think. We are going to have rain, it looks like. What you see out there today has been pretty much a nonstop, and I haven't looked as far ahead as Sunday. That's kind of a...
It's weird, though, Pross. Like, yesterday, it looked like it was going to rain all day. It didn't rain until last night.
Yeah,
we were out at dinner, and all of a sudden I look out, and it's pouring.
I would just hope it wouldn't rain just for all the fans that have to go sit in it. I don't care about the football play and what you make the adjustments, but from travel to get down there, so many of the parking lots are unpaved. It's just a mess and a madhouse when it's already going to be super wet down there, I bet.
I'm blaming the Chief on this one, man. It's ticking me off.
Wow. Poor Chief.
The Lion 49ers really lied. I mean, and the poor kid, Mason, he was so... He's like, man, this is why I don't like answering questions. This poor kid finally gets his night. Has 167 yards or whatever he ran for. And then she goes, Lisa Salter, I think, interview. When did you find out you were starting? I think it was Friday.
Yeah.
And then they hung him. And then in the post game, they start peppering him with these questions. He's like, man, I don't know. What am I supposed to do here, guy? I mean, it's the Niners' fault. It's not his fault.
They got to tell him not to say anything.
One of his responses was weak. He was like, that's why I hate speaking to the media. No, bro, you said it.
Yeah.
That's not the media's
fault.
fault.
But it's not his fault that he was told, if it's the Niners' fault.
Right.
They gotta, they lie.
Yeah, he's not the one that lied.
And by the way,
in fact, he's the one that told the truth of all the people involved.
Yeah.
There should be nothing on him.
No.
It's not his fault.
But he's getting peppered. Anyway, and they really lied because Rap Sheet's telling me now McCaffrey looks like a long shot for Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah, and if they're saying now he's a long... by the way, if you're the Niners this time, don't you got to come out on Friday?
Well, today.
Aren't you a little shell-shocked?
Injury report today is DNP.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, and out, don't you go ahead and list him out if he's not going to play. I mean,
he's the number one pick in your fantasy drafts, right?
That's big, yeah.
I mean, Murph here got screwed by him. I'm sure he had. We'll have to hear what he did because he got the one, and he said, I took CMC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So most likely, if you took CMC, you probably lost week one.
Yeah, because then you're picking later too. So you're counting on him to be good. So, but anyway, that part annoys me, man. It's again, I demand transparency when we're all of us are sitting here telling you folks, hey, get involved in this and that and bet this and bet that and I mean, come on, man. What are we doing? So
there was a team last year on the text line, Design My Lifetime Enclosure. Someone is reminding me that did that last year, put super soakers at practice just to.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think at this time you've played and all that, it's still going to be slippery. The slippery that you're going to encounter and the situation that you encountered on Sunday is going to be completely different from anything you could practice for. But anyway, I doubt they do.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
It's the kind of thing that people ask or wonder sometimes.
Gators go against Texas A&M. And for Florida fan, what is left, and by the way, probably a rain in Gainesville on Saturday, what is left, Jeff Prosser, and the depth charts come out today, so we'll find out if it's Lagway or if it's Mertz to start. Most people will think it's Mertz, but they're both going to play. But here's where this is where Gator fans' mind is if you're a Gator, part of Gator Nation, I think.
Okay.
All right. Follow along. We got whooped by Miami. That was bad. Fire Napier. I can't stand him. But it all came out. We'll get rid of him. Mertz gets banged up. Lagway goes in, throws for 465, 3 touchdowns. We start screaming. This is the guy's the future. This guy, I mean, people are legitimately. Lagway provided the word hope.
For sure.
Okay,
Not just hope, but perform it. Proof.
Okay, so now you got Texas A&M Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is what you're thinking. All right, look. One more time. And you know how you always make the next game to be the biggest?
Yeah, there's one more. If you win this, you can still be okay.
Here's the one. This is it. Because here's the deal. Here's what you're thinking. If you're a Gator fan, you know what's coming up in October. Armageddon is down the road. All right? And by the way, they haven't played great comp, but Ole Miss looks really good. LSU looks really good. And Georgia and Texas look as good as advertised. So deal with that later. Here's Texas A&M, who, well, they lost at home to Notre Dame, but Notre Dame, they were probably spinning what we were spinning. Notre Dame's really good, man. Well, Notre Dame goes and loses to Northern Ill.
At home.
Shout out Beef. At home. And all of a sudden, then you go, oh, wait a minute now. If we could somehow beat Texas A&M, we got a little bit of momentum. Then we go to Mississippi State. If we could somehow get by them, and then we got and split with Kentucky and Tennessee, well, then you
beat FSU to go to a bowl. Is that what it comes down to?
And you get 4, and then you got,
UCF. You left out
UCF. I mean, you get
That's
to 5.
Ultimately, you're going to have to beat one of those last 4.
Will they be there?
Because
I doubt it.
The last 5 are Georgia, in no order, Georgia, Texas, LSU, FSU,
Ole Miss
and Ole
FSU.
Miss.
In that order.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question.
by far suddenly the most winnable.
Let me ask you. So that's what we're holding on to this Saturday, but this is it. But let me ask you this.
Let me give you the more
Here's the reality.
realistic.
I'll give you one.
I'll give you the reality, too.
I'll give you one.
I'll take exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah. This is better.
Oh, me.
More likely to go 6-6 or 3-9 right now. What would you say?
3-9, easy.
Yeah. That's reality. The
Well,
Florida
reality,
Gators.
I think that's a how about that's
and
a
most of our minds are more likely to go 3-9 than 6-6.
Yes, with Billy Napier making all the decisions.
Does anyone disagree with that?
I think that they'll end up. I think it's 2. I still would say they get to 4.
You get to 4.
I mean, they've been only because they've been a 6-win team pretty much the last couple of years.
That is just pitiful.
It is very pitiful, and it's accepted, and it's because of decisions like not going.
And if you get to 4, I don't care.
We got the biggest banger
4-8.
we've had at quarterback in so many years, and the fact that you won't play him just speaks to what a coward you are.
Yeah.
What a conservative, just a weak-kneed play it is. And I'm going to just rely on Graham Mertz. Let me tell you what's going to happen. Then what? He's putting, by the way, and trying to do right.
Yes, sir.
He's put so much pressure on Mertz.
Yes, sir.
So much pressure. Dan, this is what happens Saturday when Graham Mertz goes in and the first 3 possessions, they don't score a point. And then Lagway goes in, and on the first possession, they score a touchdown. What happens? What should happen? Like, honestly, this is, by the way, this is a very realistic outcome. What if Saturday, Graham Mertz goes 0 for 3, his first possessions, no points. DJ Lagway takes his turn and they score a touchdown.
And Lagway plays the next series.
And then
the rest of the way.
And then what? And then next week what happens?
And then Lagway takes over.
That's right, forever. This guy is giving Graham Mertz a job. Graham, it's your job, but only if you score a touchdown every other possession.
Yeah.
Because inevitably, when they are given equal opportunities, Lagway's going to be more impressive. Every single time. And it'll be this Saturday to begin. When we measure how Lagway does in his opportunities versus how Mertz does in his, Lagway will be better because he's significantly better at the position. So all he's done to Mertz and trying to have his back is put such a bullseye on him this week, man. I almost feel for the guy. He's got a fan base that's not going to be turning on him. They're going to be turning to DJ Lagway, and a guy who spent all offseason being lauded for his veteran presence and his team-first attitude and his leadership is pretty much going to hear boos when he walks off the field down 10-0.
Oof. I have another college football question.
Okay.
Is there any way, just curious about your opinion, and I'll ask E as well, that Ashton Gianti can win the Heisman Trophy?
No. For Boise?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
That's the kid who got all the touchdowns?
Well, he's got
running back.
He's got 500
He's got
something yards.
459 rushing yards and 9 touchdowns in 2 games.
Yeah.
Let's say he rushes for, that's 500 every 2,000. That's 2,500 yards and 35 touchdowns.
I don't think he can rush for enough to win the Heisman.
Yeah.
Can't.
Why? Is it because of the program?
Yeah, you play at Boise. His schedule is just not fair, especially now more than ever with these Power Fives banging heads against each other every week. Now, listen, in fairness to him, one of those games against Oregon.
He toasted him.
Yeah, he toasted him.
Here's who Boise plays.
Now, Boise did not get the Big 12 invite, right? Or are they in the Big 12?
No, they're not.
Yeah, they didn't get in. Yeah. Nah, no chance.
Boise beat Georgia Southern.
Yeah.
Lost to Oregon.
Okay.
Now they got Portland State. They got Wazoo. They got Utah State. Nice little trip to Hawaii. Congratulations.
Yeah, no, you can't. This
UNLV.
Is like, you know why? How I know
San Diego
Dan?
State, Nevada, San Jose State,
You agree,
Wyoming,
right?
and Oregon State.
You agree? Let me tell you why.
I'm not going to say no because I think that's as a Heisman Trophy voter, I think that's disingenuous. But I think it's going to be really difficult.
The numbers just has to be astronomical.
It can't be astronomical enough, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
See Hawaii, see Texas Tech. And those quarterbacks put up ungodly numbers that have never before been seen. Timmy Chang throws for 70 touchdowns. Colt Brennan throws for 70 touchdowns. And they get all the credit and they get all the attention, but they don't get Heisman votes.
Yeah.
Because they play in a different, system and with a different.
Who was the last G5 Heisman Trophy winner?
Okay, I can get this. You got to go way back.
Okay.
You're gonna find. You're gonna find like Doc Blanchard.
What was the
or
kid's name they put on the cover of Sports Illustrated? Gordy Lockbaum. He didn't win it. Remember that?
Yeah, he's Columbia. Maybe.
Can he win the Holy Cross?
Holy Cross. Yeah.
I'm guessing.
No, I think that's right.
Can Gordy Lockbaum win the Heisman Trophy?
By the way, Boise and this kid are way ahead of Gordy Lockbaum.
Yes.
Boise is like. Boise could be a Big 12 team. I don't know why they're not in it. That's why I asked.
I know, I'm
they're every bit as accomplished as Utah.
Yeah.
In my mind.
Well, Utah's a pretty good program.
Yeah, but Boise has done more than Utah.
Cincinnati, Houston. I mean,
that's fair. But Utah's just, shares the border there, I feel like.
The national champions from Middle Florida.
UCF?
Yeah. Former.
It's a hell of a year. What a year. Man. People forget they won the Natty.
I probably shouldn't be taking shots at them when they come to Gainesville and beat us. But
yeah,
anyway.
they might. And then Billy, really, if that happens, then just the field, fans should just storm the field and put Billy, Napier on their shoulders. Carry him off to what river is there in Gainesville? Is there a river in Gainesville?
There
is
is.
Santa Fe River?
The Chituckney.
Yeah, that's not in Gainesville. Again, you're way off.
The Chituckney.
I suggest we're throwing the coach in the river if that happens.
Well, you go Lake Alice if you want to throw him in the. You don't need a river. Just throw them in Lake Alice.
There
it won't end well.
A lot
there.
of alligators
Yeah,
there.
It won't end well there.
I had a buddy when I was in college taking his dog for a walk near Lake Alice, and then the dog's nickname from that point forward was Tripod, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Ended up with 3. Yeah. Ended up with
bit
3.
His leg off?
Oh, yeah. Bit his leg right off.
Oh, man.
My guy went right in and fought the alligator for the dog, too.
Did he?
Don't kid yourself.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah. People are crazy, man.
Right? About their dogs.
He went in and got that dog. That alligator poked him right in the eye.
Well, it's also the realization that you've killed your dog if you don't go get him.
The dog's name was Sabra. It was a shepherd.
It was.
Yeah.
It's a saber.
Tripod.
No, I know it's
S-A-B-R-E, saber.
R-A.
It's pronounced saber.
I don't know what it was.
Anyway, it'd be Roger.
I think
Roger
it may have been named during or after an ayahuasca session. We'll just say that.
Roger the Dodger Staubach of Navy in 1963.
He's the last one.
Is the last group of 5
I
players.
went Army when I said, and Army had the guy that we met, or that I met. You didn't go that trip.
Mr. Inside, Mr. Outside.
Yeah, no, but not. No, then they had the second.
Glenn Davis and Doc Blanchard.
Didn't they have Glenn
Johnny
Davis?
Dawkins.
Johnny Dawkins.
The general.
Yeah. Is that the one I met, Doc?
I'm not Doc.
I can't remember the one. I know Doc's listening, though, because he sent us a text.
Well, he's already in now.
Yeah, settle down.
Anyway,
listens through his Bluetooth.
We
got to go to break. This is the drill. It's
okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
my bad.
Apology not accepted. It's a Petros
good Heisman talk here. I'm trying to sort things out.
Selfish is what it is. Selfish.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. So another Mike, who lost 40 pounds with Awaken 180, was in the same position I was in. And you are most likely confused.
I spent so much money on personal trainers in the last 10 years. Didn't have a lot of discretionary income left. So I tried to listen to everybody else. What do you eat? Everyone said, eat healthy. Define eating healthy. Cut out sugar. Tell me what foods don't have sugar. So their process to me was an education. That was really the eye-opening thing to me is I had 10 choices of food in front of me every day. When I was on the run in sales, I was making 8 bad choices. I wasn't eating the 2 good ones. And I loved the 2 good ones. I just didn't know they were good. So I made bad choices every single day. In the program, on Awaken 180, really changed my mind, opened my eyes up to, it was a true education on food, what to eat, what not to eat, and it's been fantastic.
Knowing what to eat and the ability to navigate nutritional labels, a proven, clear path for weight loss. Exactly what you will receive with Awaken 180. Leave confusion at the door and do what we did. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. They're a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane's dad started the company. Shane and his guys from here taking care of people who live here, people like me. We've used Lockhart Construction numerous times. Why wouldn't you? Fast, friendly, affordable, clean. Man, you let them in your house. They're terrific folks. I like to say their family gives your family. They gave our family a better living experience. We unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. So if you have a construction need, a remodel idea, all you got to do is call Shane. He'll call you back. It's real easy. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction, 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction, 994-3865.
Whether you're navigating rush hour traffic or heading to the home team game on the weekend, remember, drive cautiously. If you find yourself in a fender bender, don't ignore those aches and pains. Injury Care Centers is there for you. Skip the urgent cares that treat colds and flus. They're not equipped to handle injuries. Go straight to Injury Care Centers. Call 904-783-0008. That's 904-783-0008. Drive safe, think Injury Care Centers, and go team.
Expert Automotive is ready to keep you cool this summer. Right now, get an AC inspection or a system cooling checkup. Your choice for only $19.99. Their gift to you this summer is $50 off any service and a free tire rotation with any service. Their ASE certified technicians can keep your car cool without breaking the bank this summer. Call them at 374-3373 to get an appointment today. Expert Automotive. They never sell greed, only what you need.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Are you an experienced plumber or welder with MedGas certification and you're tired of being undervalued? It's time to make the move to Local 234 plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. With the best pay in the business, you'll earn $36.50 an hour with benefits that's almost $50. It's not just a job, it's a career that values you. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
When you want to be heard, send your opinion to the 1010XL text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures.
Thank you for believing in me when the bosses didn't give me a chance.
641-1010. No texting and driving. Get your thoughts heard on 1010XL.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Are you feeling the heat? It's time to cool things down with Duck Duck Air Conditioning. Contact us today at 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckac.com. Duck Duck Air Conditioning to keep you cool and comfortable all year round.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jaguar Hall of Famer Tony Pacelli says the team gave one away.
Bad loss. You feel like you gave one away. And it's so hard to win. You don't want to give one away.
Running back Fred Taylor, formerly of the Jags, says ATN's fumble was a costly turnover.
The backbreaker ultimately was the Travis Etienne fumble. That sort of kind of the play that deflates you as a team.
Former Philadelphia Eagle cornerback Zach McPherson signed with the Jaguars practice squad on Tuesday, giving the Jaguars a replacement for Terrell Edmonds after the Pittsburgh Steelers signed him. One up-to-the-minute updates on the Jaguars. Follow 1010XL on X by following at 1010XL. That's at 1010XL on X.
XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Welcome to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour.
Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets.
That ball's well hit to right. I mean, really well hit to right. That ball is gone. Daniel Murphy has struck again. Daniel Murphy has homered for the 5th straight postseason game.
Presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
Because he wants to go to Mets games. Murph!
Hello, Daniel.
Are you all right? Murph took that loss hard on Sunday.
That was
But that aside, Murph, before I get to that, I'm gonna let you
get on the couch.
Vent. And
Murph had a lot more success as an athlete than a fan, it occurs to me.
Yeah.
I mean, me and my son had that stretch, until about 8 games ago.
Yeah, that's
here,
true.
We were.
He got hot
singing.
22. Yeah.
Murph, how did the fantasy
Dixie.
turn out with CMC? Are you filing
good
lawsuit
question.
against
No,
the NFL?
Not at all. Christian didn't play because he was banged up.
Yes.
I lost.
Yes.
Not because of that. It was poor roster construction.
Oh, no, you're taking the heat.
I didn't have Jordan Mason, and I also didn't start Brian Thomas Jr. over Deontay Johnson, which I wanted to do, but I didn't check it was spring training for all of us, and I got week 1. I'm 0-1.
How much did you lose by?
I was up 15 points or 4 heading into.
Who was your backup running back for McCaffrey?
It would. So that's what.
But
what
he took a
was,
0 probably.
I did end up taking a 0.
Oh, you had him in, and you didn't
I had
We all thought he was playing.
Well, you should sue the NFL then, Murph.
Well,
let's go. Class action.
I do think it's tacky that they that sounds like
they lied.
He got dinged in practice on Friday is what it sounds like.
Oh no! I don't think he's recovered
More
from
than
the
that,
calf
yeah.
thing.
That's what it
Even
is.
that because the word was that he left practice Friday.
Well, maybe
I
he
did
did.
hear that.
Maybe.
But
exacerbated.
But they told the kid Friday he was
knew
starting
long before Sunday that he wasn't on the menu.
And if they want us to play these games with cash money, we need a little transparency.
So I should have taken Jordan Mason. It was on Monday. I thought I was going on a victory lap. I'm up 15. I have McCaffrey. The guy I'm playing against has Moody, and Moody went batty. Like I looked up
to the kicker
like 7 minutes into the game, and he had 7 points. And I was like,
a couple things for you, Murph. Then we'll move off of fantasy.
Yeah.
League's got to get rid of kicker and defense. Stop.
Fair.
It just throws all the hard work and all the planning and all the no kicker, no defense for years. Because it throws it all to chance. You pick the right guys and then some boat, so
I'm not opposed to that.
The second thing is I do it on Underdog. You can do it on the other daily fantasy, but they have it's called a best ball fantasy draft.
Yep.
You draft a whole roster. Mm-hmm. And then they plot each, and you set it and forget it. There's no roster moves. There's no week-to-week lineup. They put your best lineup in for you every week, And so then if you have Christian McCaffrey in one of your mini lineups, you go make sure that you get Jordan Mason late, which I did.
Yeah.
In one of mine. But one of those leagues, in a low-scoring week in the NFL, one of those best ball leagues or those long leagues, I had 202 points this week.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, I had to call a team meeting. The general manager had to call the boys, and they
You
played
took
hard
the
enough
heat,
to win.
though.
Well, Cooper Kupp looked like he won it for me Sunday night, and it was just poor roster construction.
Unlike our coach here in Jacksonville, who seemed testy on Monday at his presser, I would say to him, Doug, you got a pretty good here, and it's the NFL. Tell him how many times baseball skippers have to meet with us.
Twice a day.
Twice a day.
Times 7 months. Starting in 7.5 months.
It's a different, and it's a different feel, too. It feels different. Yeah. That is more.
At some point, a skipper has to blow.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Right. Just like we do with each other every day.
Yes.
You can like a guy fine. At some point, be like, hey,
I just from personal experience, I never knew what the skipper said.
You didn't?
No. If I was on the menu, I knew I had to post that night. And if I wasn't on the menu, I had to get ready. I was on the SWAT team and come in later in the game and try to get a pinch hit.
Did they tell you, like the NFL has become so much this now, they can hide you. You don't have to meet the media. Is baseball locker room still strictly open? Do you have, are there days where you are scheduled to meet the media before or after the game, or does it just occur naturally, organically, day to day?
Organically in the
because
clubhouse.
in the NFL, like for instance on Wednesday, Trevor will meet the media.
Right,
it's scheduled.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean.
But he does it at the podium.
Right,
only in the postseason, like they said, the starter.
Correct. Yeah.
So I guess the postseason, if you think about it, is more closely resembled to the 17 games that are played in the NFL.
Look, by the way, this is
and I'm fine with once a week in the football world.
Me too.
Like
that's
I'm fine with the quarterback doing the one.
Coach goes
Wednesday.
3 or 4 times.
Coach goes today. Well, Monday wrap up, Wednesday,
Friday,
and he goes a quickie on Friday,
and then a Sunday after the game.
Yeah, and then he also meets with the broadcast team.
Yeah, so they do play. By the way, there's a little bit of buzz around Trevor Lawrence and some of his social media feeds. I've done the investigation. I've made the decision myself. Yeah. Trevor's finally going to cut that hair. Thank God.
Oh.
That's what I think. He's posting on Instagram. It says change is coming, and he does a profile turn. It can't be anything else.
If he plays poorly, it's going to be biblical.
Well,
sorry.
Yeah, he can't play. No, there's nowhere to go but up.
Yeah. Work for Jacob the Ground.
Hey, look,
Sean Mania.
Yes.
I don't think that Trevor has a success streak here, a rate here that he's worried about throwing it.
Well, that's fair.
Right?
That's true.
That's true. The people still waiting for the improvement, for the consistent improvement. So maybe a haircut will do good. But more than anything, it's time to look like a 24-year-old.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You're a quarterback of my football team. It's time to not look like a 12th grader.
Go ahead and get that fade, Trevor.
Yeah.
All right, give me. Go ahead. You have the con. You can vent about
Me?
your Jack. No, Murph. He took the loss hard.
I did.
He's a fan, and it bothered him.
I took this more difficult than anything that I don't have any authority over. Like usually, like if I'm playing, I'm upset. But oh man, I enjoyed listening to Tony. Certainly talk about. It just felt like we had some opportunities where we didn't get points. I mean, the short field early on, and but I guess it comes back to, and he took his medicine. I saw Christian Kirk's interview as well too. Like they're all accountable and they're getting ready for this week. It's just when you get done losing, you realize how hard it is to win in the NFL, and you have one right there, 95% at one point.
Man, there is nothing more worthless than a 14-point lead over a good team in the NFL early in the game. Nothing more worthless. It is not worth 14-0 over a good team in the NFL. It may as well be tied.
It's like an NBA game.
That's one thing. And any of this all this accountability, it only matters if they play well and win this week.
Win. Oh,
if they don't, then it's just accountability becomes excuses if you don't make the corrections.
Yeah.
And Christian Kirk really, really super. Of all he wasn't featured that much, and so there weren't that many. But of all the disappointment this week,
you got to pull in.
I'd put it on him. I'm so disappointed in Christian Kirk for doing what he did on Sunday. 2 plays really, honestly. Etienne's fumble and Kirk catch those footballs, we probably win. Maybe if any of the 3 happen.
If Travis gets in, I think we go on a
15-minute victory lap. Then we beat him 34-17. That's what it felt like.
It was a kill shot.
Yeah.
It was definitely a kill shot.
It definitely was.
Yeah, it was. It took something special for them to even get back into the football game, but it didn't happen. So you got to pick up the pieces. I said this on Monday. Let me ask you this. I don't know how to draw a baseball analogy here because he's the quarterback, but I mean, I got to have more than 21 pass attempts. And I know, and Tony had some points. We talked about how this number of snaps dictated.
In the second half,
but you know what?
Drives.
The Jets didn't have many snaps either, and Aaron Rodgers threw it 29 times.
Yeah.
And or the team threw it 29 times because Tyrod Taylor went in. So they had 29 pass attempts. I can't have 21. And I heard Logs yesterday, and he's right. It's not because of the contract, but it is because of the contract in a way. You're paying me to be the guy. I got to be the guy. You got to put it in my hands. Now, they could come back and say, well, we did at the end, second and third down, we got sacked twice. Yeah. But I'm talking about kind of more throughout the game, just being – because aggressively in the first half, had some nice throws down the field.
Beautiful throws.
I mean, he made some throws that they've been raving about on social media. Like
one to Brian Thomas in the back of the end zone.
They talk about that being one of the best throws of the whole week.
Because he had to, like, he
let it go when Brian Thomas was like here, and he caught it over
right
there.
over Jalen's head as well, too.
Yes,
he wasn't even looking. That was beautiful, by the way.
I know. We enjoyed
that football out of your end zone, Jalen.
Yes, we enjoyed that.
So, I mean, well, I think I saw a stat that
I just can't take 12 of 21 for 160. I know a lot of the quarterbacks did that this week. I know it's just one a week, but I'm looking. I don't know. I want it all.
Who's your question for when you say that? Like 12 of 21 for 161. The question is 100% for Doug Peterson and Press Taylor.
My question is,
that's not a Trevor thing.
Well,
what can you do?
Should Trevor go and say, "Hey, man, come on"?
Well, he might be
up a bit more.
Yeah,
and he might be.
I hope he does.
Yeah.
I'm encouraging that.
I mean, Brian Thomas didn't. I don't think he had any targets
in the second half,
and he looked.
Now they may have adjusted.
Yeah, for sure.
We don't know if they rolled the coverage over.
The drives were. I mean, there was a couple. The 3 and outs.
3 and outs.
There
3 and outs. Just ridiculous.
Quick.
Yeah, and you can't. And we ran the ball. I get it. We're running the ball good. We're committed to it. We've got 128 yards rushing, but when we needed it, we didn't get it.
Yeah.
3rd and 1. 4th and 1. I mean, can't have that. Cannot have it. You just can't. And you can't be falling down and whirly burden and going back and looking and giggling at the dadgum play like we were when we looked at the 4th and 1 with everybody,
Yeah, that was
going crazy.
Jailbreak.
All right, we're just warming up. We got the 9 o'clock nasty. That's why we brought Murph in here.
Oh, gosh.
We're going to get him swearing and yelling.
Yeah. Got to cleanse the palate a little bit is what he does for the 9 o'clock. I don't know why it has to be. Why? How about we go 7 o'clock, saintly tomorrow?
We can always do that.
Yeah.
That would be good. That would be a good offset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Googans are way more degenerate.
Kids would, the ones with the kids going to school would appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, you've been bad about that through the years.
No, that's you.
This is the drill.
You're the one who slips up and apologizes.
Petros Plumbing Wednesday.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Pick the best picks and win a pizza party from Salvatore's Pizza at Tapestry Park. Pick the worst. You'll still win some pizza. Just not enough for a party. The 1010 Weekly Pick'em Contest is brought to you by MyBookie.
You pick 'em.
At 1010XL.com. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Have you or someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI and all criminal offenses. I've been named the best DUI attorney in the state, and David has been named the best criminal defense lawyer in Jacksonville. In your battle with the justice system, there is only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645.
Davey Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Start your Sunday off with a cup of Joe and some sports medicine intel. This is Joe C. inviting you to join me and Dr. George Bari for Breaking Bones every Sunday morning at 7:30. And if you miss an episode, just look for Breaking Bones wherever you listen to podcasts.
Veterans, did you know VA mortgage rates have plummeted and you can now access up to 100% of your home's equity and turn that into cash right now? Hey, it's Roger Moore, President and CEO of Loan Pronto, announcing our VA Equity Advantage program. This VA offer can get you $50,000, $70,000, $100,000 cash out with no junk fees and no hassle. With APRs in the 5s, you can pay off all those credit cards, personal loans, car loans, and get one easy-to-manage payment. Veterans we help save on average $850 per month. And listen, if you're a veteran with a current mortgage rate over 6.25%, we can do a streamlined refinance with no income verification and no appraisal, saving you hundreds a month. At Loan Pronto, we respect what you've done for our country, and we show it. Call now and ask about our special VA Equity Advantage program. 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. LoanPronto.com. 904-999-1508.
Equal housing lender. NMLS 166-1781. Subject to lender approval. NMLS ConsumerAccess.org.
Prosser here, and if you are one of the ones that looks at your backyard area living space and thinks, wow, it needs an upgrade, Lifetime Enclosures is having a huge open house sale this Saturday. And boy, can I tell you, they do an awesome job. Anything from glass or screen enclosures to full-on lanais and flooring, all in one place. The place you want to watch sports, enjoy your backyard, and just hang out could be so much better with Lifetime Enclosures. Come on out to Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring this Saturday, all day. You won't regret it.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
You already know it's your boy E to the T, and winning season is back. Football is back, and my bookie is here, baby, to make sure you're ready to cash in on all the action. This season, my bookie is pulling out all the stops with incredible promotions like weekly risk-free boost on Thursdays, where you can bet without a sweat. If your bet hits, you win big. If it doesn't, forget about it. My bookie will refund you your wages, but that's just the beginning. My bookie is giving away hundreds of thousands in prizes with their Super Survivor and their Square contest. Get your entries in now for your shot to win huge cash rewards. For a limited time, they're bringing back the double deposit bonus. When you're ready to get started, use my promo code 1010XL to claim your bonus that doubles your money. Double your cash, my boy, with that promo code 1010XL before you place every bet. And now loyalty pays off. With my bookie, the more you play, the more you win. It's simple. My bookie is the lock of the century. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere, and make this season your winning season. Come on, somebody.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by USA Park. Knowles head coach Mike Norvell says handling the early downs will dictate pass rush.
We got to be great in first, second down, force the longer yardage situations, and then got to be able to go attack.
In the NFL, Tampa Bay Buccaneer quarterback Baker Mayfield is getting raves for his Week 1 performance. Baker feels confident and credits his offensive line.
I feel really confident. Like I said, I thought they played really well.
The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp couldn't overcome their early deficit to the Charlotte Knights, falling on Tuesday night. Jacksonville continues their series with Charlotte in Wednesday's doubleheader. First pitch is Game 1, slated for 5:05 p.m. For even more local sports, follow 1010XL on X by following at 1010XL. That's at 1010XL on X.
At 9:08, it's 77 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. You're listening to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour, presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
This stat surprised me. We have some pushback against the Trevor haircut phenomenon. Apparently, it's an Everbank post, so.
Oh, it's an advertisement?
It could be some sort of, I hope it's not. I hope he is indeed going to get
tricking
that.
us.
It's time to grow up and cut that hair. This surprised me.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you two.
By the way, is this Frankie Beverly 2E?
Nah, this Pizzle.
Oh, Frankie Beverly, 77, passed away.
Yeah,
Definitely not Blueface.
It's T-Pain.
T-Pain, that's what I thought.
All right, I have a
Atlanta's own.
Tallahassee.
Can you guys tell me, we're going to have a I'm going to enjoy this.
What do we got?
Turn you two against each other.
No way.
Quiz.
By the way, we haven't
show.
mentioned this, by the way. I wanted to RIP to my guy, Ed Kranepool. Did you ever get to meet Crane?
I did. Yeah.
Good dude.
Wow.
First ever home run I saw by a New York Met live was Ed Kranepool. So he'll always have
He's the Mets version of Bip Pocoroba.
19 years with the Mets, drafted as like a 17-year-old, made an All-Star game.
I remember Ed
Has a lot-
Kranepool
still
just
has
being
some
a
team
big.
records.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Uh-huh.
Because again, I'm a kid, but the Mets and the Braves were a good series because they both were terrible when I was growing up in the 70s.
Yes.
But Ed Kranepool, I remember just being a big old dumpy, like Boog Powell body looking,
Not quite
left-handed.
as yes, but
a helmet without the. Well,
Yeah.
none of them had him. But
Big,
left-handed,
not quite as
kind of a lug.
girth as Boog, but yeah, big,
kind of that. Yeah.
lefty.
Was he like a
number
first
7
baseman kind of position?
Yeah, couldn't move.
Yeah.
All right, I have a
Big.
question for you Mets
big man.
fans.
Yeah.
All right, and then I got 5 categories here.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, and then so we'll have a winner.
I'm not competing against my guy Murph.
Well, you are, because I just
Mets on Met crime.
First of all, this surprised me. I didn't know that there was a line of delineation. And by the way, the numbers are spectacular on both sides of it. But if Trevor does get a haircut, we have an example we can follow, and it's y'all's boy Jacob DeGrom.
Yeah.
First and foremost, how many Cy Young awards did DeGrom win?
Say 2.
You both say 2. Okay, that's correct. Cy Young's long hair versus Cy Young's short hair.
Was it 1-1, or did he cut it before?
I'm going to go 2 short hair.
2 short hair's the winner.
Okay.
ERA, long hair v. short hair.
Oh, the 2.
Which one was better? And if so, what the numerical value of the
I think it's short hair.
short hair better?
He went
Yeah.
He is winning the size. Short hair 205. What's long hair ERA?
2.7.
3.3.
298. ERA plus, I don't know what that means. Only Daniel does, so I'll skip
Yeah.
by it.
That's how much
He
you
looks
are
at
better
it.
than your peers.
Yeah. He's a 189 short hair, 130.
Way better than his peers.
Long hair.
90% better than his
Yeah.
peers as short hair.
Okay, and then the whip, pointing under 1, short hair, over 1. I mean, do I need to keep going on? It's time to cut the hair. Come on, Trevor.
Take those locks off.
Do it for the team.
This year, our guy Sean Mania cut his hair. He's been terrific.
Well, there you go. It's time.
Yeah.
So it's not like Samson.
Damn it.
No.
No, there's no such thing.
No.
Well, plus, there's not like, what are you going to do? Revert? No. We need to keep getting better with Trev. Let's cut that thing off. It's like an anchor now at this point.
You got.
What surprised me is that I didn't recognize and note that these are big jumps in improvement for DeGrom, who was already a good pitcher.
Yes.
298 to 205, 130 to 189, 112 to .94. Ks per 9 from 9.7 to 11.2.
He's back on the bump tomorrow.
Yeah, he and Scherzer both returning.
Kumar Rocker tonight.
Why would you
Met.
do that with 18 games left, coming off of an injury and out of the contention?
Yeah, so that you can go into the offseason in like a normal offseason. So if Jake can grab, there's 15 games left. If he can get 3 starts, grab 15 innings or so, somewhere in there, 12 to 15 innings, it'll allow him to go into the offseason like knowing that I can do that and kind of have a normal offseason.
He went as a free agent.
Yes.
He signed a longer deal than I'm sure.
5, I think, yeah.
And this is now
So
2 years
two.
in with nothing to show for it if you're the Rangers.
A World Series.
How old? Yeah, isn't that so funny? Brought him in and didn't even use him.
I would say he did, but
Yeah.
knowing Jacob, he would have taken it knowing that like I didn't get to help nearly as much. Yeah.
He did pitch
He
some.
pitched,
beginning.
he pitched like the first.
Of course, he gets the ring.
He definitely gets the ring.
Yeah. I was asking if he took the ring.
Yeah, he should take it.
All right.
Yeah, if you didn't play it all, it'd be.
I'd take it, but I don't know
He
if
played though.
Yeah.
He did play some.
Yeah.
The ones that are
He barely.
baloney are the
He's
guys.
not. He'd be like, if you get the list of the Texas Rangers and the reason we won the World Series, Jacob DeGrom would come in like 28th.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
But still, that's enough.
Okay.
Anyway,
All right. I mean, Travis Jankowski was a bigger
how old is
impact. He's 36.
So it just
or 38. He might be
Jacob?
38. Yeah.
No, younger than that.
Is he?
So, wait, is he 2 years younger than me? 3? I'm going to go 30, 36.
Stand by.
Maybe 35.
So if he can come back arm healthy, he could
36. He'll be 37 in June.
So if he can come back arm healthy, he could have one more 2-year burst.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because you can throw, say this about Charlie Morton, and he gets hit.
Well,
he's 40 years old. He still throws at 98. He still busts off that curve. If he had DeGrom talent, he would still be.
He won't, in my opinion, and you can, I don't think he can go a full season starting.
He hasn't in a while.
30 games. I don't think he can do it.
Well, first off, nobody really does that anymore.
Nobody.
But also...
Except Chris Sale this year, somehow, someway.
Yeah. To your point, if he can grab like 100 innings or so next year, you spread them out, maybe 100, 120, and then go maybe 80 to 100, and then the next 2 years. The thing that he has that helps him the most is he has the built-in work because he's under contract. So, some of these guys will, just towards the end of their career, you find it more difficult to find the gigs, but he's not going anywhere. So he'll use this last 2 weeks to ensure that he's as healthy as he hopes.
Right.
And then head into next year, they'll have the governor on him in some capacity. And then the last 2 years.
What would he throw tomorrow night? It ain't 100 pitches. It's 3-4 innings.
Yeah, I'd say like 3 or 4 up downs, and that includes coming out of the bullpen, like to start. So like 3 innings or so.
Yeah.
If he touches the 4th, but even then, It'll be curious to see how far they let him go. I mean, but yeah, I'd say 60 to 70 pitches.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. He's a great guy. I mean, but it was a business decision, and you can't fault the Mets either.
No, either side of it. I mean, I think,
and I can't fault him. He got a ton of money.
It feels like he got 2 more years than he was getting elsewhere.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's your
least,
buddy Chris Young,
for sure. Yeah.
Who, by the way, and somehow the Rangers win the World Series the year they signed Jacob DeGrom, and he didn't control. Well, he didn't pitch.
Not even close to the way they thought.
Like if I had told Chris Young, all right, you guys are going to win the world title, but DeGrom is going to be done in April.
Yeah, show me.
You'd be like,
how did we,
What are you talking? And they sort of reverted. Baseball's a funny game. They're like 70 and 74.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Well, they were the 3rd wild card team last year, so they're not too far off the wins they had last year.
Did they not lose a road game during the postseason last year? Was that what stood out to me?
I know they started off that way, didn't they? Didn't they go down to Tampa and not lose at all?
I don't think they lost a road playoff game.
I mean, Texas?
The Rangers.
Baltimore?
No, that sounds right. Didn't Arizona do something similar, too?
Yeah.
To be honest, I think they had at one point, I think, they had like a one road loss.
Arizona, though, is and again, it still shocks me, their offense is apparently, like runs scored and stuff, is top in the league, but Texas, and they added, and they got to be feeling so good going into the off. We get Wyatt Langford too, and he's had an okay year. Nothing, spectacular. He's learned his way.
It's hard your first full year.
Hard,
like really hard.
Yeah,
like they come at you every night.
Yeah,
and they are good. And
I mean, if you told me he was going to hit, I think he's got like 9 or 10 home runs.
Yeah.
I would have said 20 easy.
It's hard to hit bumps,
I get it.
man.
I get it.
It's hard.
I get it.
Even. I mean, I say this all the time, but especially as a right-handed hitter.
Yeah.
Like, because the way he's just, unless it's a starter, he ain't never going to see left-handed
What's
pitching.
the playoffs MVP, Mr. Steroid?
Garcia.
Luis
Garcia.
Yeah, he came back to earth. He didn't he didn't have a big, all those guys, they all kind of careered it and got hot.
Has been good, but I think he
was
been
hurt
banged up as well, too.
He's been missed time. And
even who else did it? The third baseman, Young, he's been hurt this year.
They had Evaldi.
Yeah.
So
I had a Daly's double take this morning regarding a team that's going to be a playoff team. This shocked me when I saw the Padres won again last night and Manny Machado homered. Can't still believe that the Padres franchise leader in home runs is now Manny Machado.
Yeah.
Does that surprise anyone?
Did he pass Nate Colbert?
I would have thought he passed Winfield is who I would have said.
I think it was Nate Colbert.
That's amazing. He can't have more than 200, can he? He's only been there 10 minutes.
How many did Ken Caminiti hit?
I mean, I'm shocked that he took over the all-time lead for the Padres. It's got to be about 200. It can't be more.
Yeah, it can't be. I mean, he's only
Manny Machado and Nate Colbert, 164, 163. Adrian Gonzalez, 161. Phil Nevin, 156. Dave Winfield, 154. Tony Gwynn, 135. Will Myers, Ryan Klesko.
At the end of the day, the reality is this: if the
Caminiti, 121.
If the ball and the game were the same, Winfield would be the franchise home run leader. The balls just go out with more regularity. I don't think Manny Machado's got more power than Winfield. I think the bats, the balls, everything else has changed. Winfield's a Hall of Famer, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Winfield was incredible.
He finally won one, or did he end up winning one with the Twins? Was he like a bench player on the team that beat the Braves? He may have been.
Oh, he didn't win any with the Yankees?
I think he won one with the Yankees. I think they finally broke that string and got him off the schneid in like 80 or 81. Didn't they win one and the Dodgers won one in those years back-to-back?
I think so.
I think because he took a beating. Winfield was not a good postseason player.
Yeah.
So he went to the Yankees.
He had the winning hit in the 92 World Series with the Jays over the Braves.
So that's what it was, the Jays. I remember him affecting us. Didn't he? I think he won. But anyway, he went to New York, and he had started 0 for 18 in postseason.
Yeah,
because the Padres never went to the playoffs.
I don't think he won with the Yankees.
Yeah, I don't think he did either.
Yeah.
And I think, in fact, he was notoriously, Bronx cheered there. Yeah.
He had that 2-run double in the 11th inning of Game 6 to beat the Braves.
Yeah, I don't remember that play in particular. I just remember facing him late,
That wasn't the...
I remember Otis Nixon, thinking it's a good idea to bunt with 2 outs in the last inning.
I was there.
To the pitcher.
I was so happy.
Yeah.
Otis, my man. Let's go. The only Jays fan, some local slappy sportscaster going down on the field. Because when Atlanta made the World Series in the 90s, because it was a big deal in Jacksonville because a lot of Braves fans. So we went. And I always told Process, John Smoltz, and obviously he parlayed it into a wonderful broadcasting career, but he was the one Brave who would go down the line and do live shots with different, hey, I'm from Spartanburg. Can we get you real quick live at 6? Sure.
Oh, yeah, because he loves to talk, especially, talk
so
ball.
it was kind
we
of
got to
cool
take a
about
break.
it.
Let's
All
come
right.
back. We'll continue our conversation, baseball and more. It's a Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday on The Drill.
Kick off your college football weekend with a Bueller Aaron Plumbing College Kickoff.
I'm Matt Hayes, and I'll help you slide into a college football Saturday with pregame news and notes.
Friday evening at 6. Brought to you by Sonny's Barbecue on 1010XL. The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Imagine driving a late model Corvette, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Honda, Chevy, Ford, and more, all at a fraction of the original sticker price. Visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom and browse a great selection of dream cars that are inspected with warranties. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
Get here for my friends at golfteerepair.com. Now, listen, they don't really fix golf tees, guys, but they're doing some fun stuff around the game we all love. It's a Jacksonville company that makes affordable golf wear for Jacksonville ladies and men who love to play. And it's not just golf stuff. I mean, they got shirts that are, they got Duval shirts. Check them out. They got Florida shirts, Florida State shirts, Georgia shirts. They got hoodies. They got hats. They got T-shirts. You got to see it to believe it. It's golfteerepair.com is the site to go to, though. All natural materials for comfortable, breathable clothing. Golfteerepair.com. Great to wear this summer. Great to wear this weekend when you're going to the football game, going to Jacksonville. Get your Duval shirt. Be comfortable in the heat. Golfteerepair.com is the place to go. Check out the golf wear. It's affordable and it's fun, and you'll love it. Golfteerepair.com.
All right, Frank, let's go ahead and program your Rainbird timer. How many minutes do you want the zones to run?
John, I think we run from the front 20, the sides 15, the back 10, the Garden 5. Clearwater scores!
Well, that's a first, Frank, but you're the boss.
Clearwater irrigation. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at sprinklers.
And drainage to
ClearwaterJacks.com.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
Right now, they're on their way to ruin your day. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. And if you're not prepared, you will suffer. Yes, it's that time of the year. Heat and humidity are attacking North Florida. But help is at hand. Call Mike Merritt's Heating and Air Conditioning. Mike Merritt has a license to chill. and lets you maintain your comfort zone at a bargain price. How? Mike Merritt stands ready to help, routine or emergencies. And Mike Merritt knows emergencies can happen at any time. So with Mike, there's never any overtime charges. And Mike's team works without commissions. Merritt will never try to sell you parts you don't need. You can't trust just anyone with a truck. Call Mike Merritt, the company North Florida has trusted for 35 years. Call today. License number CAC 050384.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case, and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
She's very comfortable talking sports and hanging out with the boys.
Mia O'Brien here, still providing the best multimedia sports coverage in Northeast Florida on 1010XL radio, video, and social channels.
All things Mia are driven by Arlington Toyota.
Joe C. for CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. And if your dream is to create that space where you're living large in your backyard, then you need to get with the good people at CSS. They put a gas log in our fireplace, an awesome fire pit out back where the kids can toast s'mores and we can just hang out and watch the game. It's all part of your outdoor living experience with CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
You dream it, we build it. CSS.
Summer is here, which means it's time for road trips and family vacations. Frank Frangie here. Before you hit the road, make sure your car can handle the heat with a visit to Big Chief Tire. Their expert technicians will ensure your vehicle can handle the summer heat, from tire checks to AC services. Avoid the stress of a breakdown and travel with confidence. Visit BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your summer checkup today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatcierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Jags fans, our holiday pack is back with a special edition.
Trevor Lawrence, touchdown!
For the first time, get a limited edition Trevor Lawrence bobblehead plus a ticket to one of our December home games starting at $78. Wow! Whether you're looking for the perfect Christmas gift or want the one-of-a-kind bobblehead for yourself, grab a holiday pack today by going to jaguars.com/bobblehead or call 904-633-2000 now.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. You're listening to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour, presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
Daniel Murphy, in your opinion, as a right-handed batter, we always hear the right-left matchups, right? In baseball, you want a right-left matchup. Isn't it more like, I feel like righty on lefty is not an advantage.
A right-handed hitter
on a lefty
pitcher?
Yep.
Ooh.
I don't feel like it is anymore.
Massive.
Yeah.
Why do you think
I don't know, because everyone's right-handed and you see them all the time, and the left-hander coming at you more infrequently than the right-hander, even though it's, I guess that like typical like elementary wisdom would be anything breaks, it breaks into you. Is that why a lefty on a righty or a righty on a lefty? So I get all that. And as an amateur hitter myself, sure, I'd rather face the lefty. But I just feel like, I'm watching listen, this came up for this reason, let's be honest. Ozzie Albies apparently having pain if he swings left-handed. The guy bats better right-handed. He's a switch hitter his whole life. Send him up there against righties. And the couple times that they have. Right. So is it overplayed at all? Is this statistically backed and unassailable that righties hit lefties better? Will it always be that way?
Yeah, I would say it's statistically unassailable. Like it's just, that's partly why you see organizations and teams construct their roster. They'll have like I don't want to call them half players, but a part of a platoon where you're right-handed, like a
How do
like a
you
Randall
get
Grichuk.
that? How do you get that put on you? Because you don't think that, like, all these guys who make it to the major leagues have had success hitting righties and lefties.
Correct.
I hate that the fact that they'll, and I've seen it with the Mets. He loves to play the righty-lefty deal and switch them out. And I know they're not great hitters, but there aren't a ton of great hitters in Major League Baseball anymore. But when does that tag get put on you? Do they like if I went to Skip, I can hit lefties if I'm a lefty.
Yeah.
I can hit lefties. Well, and then what do? They bring the numbers out, the analytics. What do they do? Like, when does that tag get put on you?
Yeah, I think that it would be coupled with like how well you can defend as well too, because you're trying to take a roster spot like and turn perhaps, and maybe if you're trying to save money, 2 players into 1.
Right.
And so someone perhaps like Adam Duvall is going to maul left-handed pitching,
right,
especially in relation to right-handed pitching.
Right.
And if you were in a situation where you could take an Adam Duvall, who's an older player on a cheaper 1-year kind of contract, and a younger player like Jared Kelenic, well, now you could, if they're both kind of struggling, you get yourself 1 full player.
Okay. But when does that tag get put? Like, okay, you weren't a great defender, but you hit.
Yeah, we stunk.
Did they ever say, we're going to see you today? Why? Lefty's going.
Well, there was a situation. So let's see. In 2011, I started the season. I wasn't a starter.
Okay.
But I was on the SWAT team.
Okay.
I was on the bench.
Be ready.
Be ready.
Get a start every
for anything.
4 or 5 days.
Yeah, when a righty comes up, and I would get starts against righties.
Okay.
And I didn't ever see any lefties.
Okay.
Ever. And so the label gets put on you now, since the front offices and the data is so much, I guess, more prevalent. You can always fall back on, well, look how much more productive the right-hander is against lefties than the left-hander is going to be.
Okay.
But also, I think that not enough credence is put into that. If you run just an entire lineup of right-handers at a left-handed pitcher, I think it's easier for the left-handed pitcher to navigate that lineup as opposed to having some left-handers in there and have them go back and forth throughout the plate.
Because once that tag gets put on you, man, it's tough to get rid of it because I only got 6 at-bats.
Well, it's tough to get, and you don't get any better against same-side pitching.
Right.
So we stunk in New York when I was first there. I got to face Clayton Kershaw.
Okay.
I wouldn't get to face Clayton now.
Okay.
But I got to face him as a rookie and a second-year player.
So that was a benefit.
It sure seemed like it in 2015.
It just seems like
when I got to face him again.
Yeah,
well,
it just seems like
there's
so much in baseball, man. More than I don't know. It's like timing. It's like you said, you were on a bad team, which was an advantage for you at that time. I wonder if you came up in 2015, would you have had the same opportunity?
No, I would have been made a partial player.
Yeah.
I would have been a half player. Now I would have gotten
eventually you because your talent will win out. Perhaps.
Well, it's easier if you're left-handed because I'm going to get more at-bats.
Yes.
The right-handers who go in there and only get to wait for a left-handed pitcher starter.
Yeah.
And then if you get a right-handed reliever, they're throwing a billion.
Yeah.
So you're not getting starts against right-handed starters.
Gator
he hits
the lefties, right?
He can really defend, so you overlook some of his inaccuracies.
But he went into a 2 for
pitching.
42 slump at one point.
Yeah,
so
he's much better against left-handed pitching.
Much better,
significantly.
And he's been around long enough but somewhere along the line that gets slapped on. You don't want that to get slapped on you. That
you had the worst of the matchups. Of the 4 matchups, lefty, lefty, righty, 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 lefty, lefty, righty. Lefty, lefty is the hardest. That's the one the left-handed pitchers have because those are the 2 more infrequent. Yep. We're down to at bats leveling off between lefty and righty. 8 out of 3, 2 out of 4.
If you think of like Austin Slater, a local lad, like out in San Francisco,
right?
That is the Giants would start Austin against a left-handed pitcher, and when a righty came in, it was a full line change. Like here comes Conforto, here comes the left-handers, and that's what a lot of organizations have decided to go to. To me, it's a conversation to be had: is how much are we forfeiting the future for this immediate at bat right here? The numbers say we have the best chance.
It helps that they have the minimum batter faced. I mean, when they can bring in a righty for the righty and then turn right around and bring in a lefty for the lefty, at least now you have a fighting chance.
Yeah. You can.
If you're an offense, you can make a plan.
You can set your lineup or deploy your bench players in a way to get the platoon
advantage. And I will say this, the 3 out, you very rarely, it seems like guys get it, not all, it's become 3 outs as much as 3 batters. Well, or is it 3 outs?
It's
three batters.
Three batters, or you can finish the inning.
It feels like It feels like it's three. I mean, it almost feels like it's 3 outs. They're letting guys kind of struggle through that.
And like, I'll give you another local lad, Ben Gamble.
Yeah.
Right. So Ben was with, he accepted a minor league deal, worked his way up to the Mets. He hardly ever played. Now,
he's playing decent for
well.
somebody.
Arizona
is in Houston right now.
That was going to be my point. So here's Ben Gamble, and he's still trying to make his way, and he's hanging on, quite frankly, right? I mean, that's what he's doing a great job. So the Mets DFA him because the numbers change. It wasn't because he was playing poorly. It was because
somebody got healthy. Starlin Marte got healthy. So somebody had to go. He went. I'm sure if somebody didn't take him, he'd probably go back to Syracuse, right? But he ends up getting claimed by Houston. He's hitting 283 in Houston. He's playing some. He's playing really well. Yeah. He got a start the other day against the left-hander.
Okay.
I mean, they're in the middle of a pennant race.
I know.
They're getting ready for postseason.
Well,
baseball.
he's got twice as many plate appearances already. He's got 63 plate appearances. He's got 15 hits. He's got 3 doubles. He's got a home run. He's 10 walks. He's hitting 283, 397 on base. I mean,
he's playing really well.
Yeah.
And I saw him the other day again in the start he had against Eduardo Rodriguez with the Diamondbacks. I think he went 0 for 3, but he had a walk, and the walk was right in the middle of the rally they ended up having that won the game.
Yeah. But anyway, I mean, it's interesting to see how you guys construct.
But as I say that, it's unusual, and this is nothing against Ben, but more the industry, that he got the start against a lefty.
Yeah.
Like I texted my buddies. I was like, oh, Ben's on the menu. Without the platoon advantage, you just don't see it as much anymore.
I'll ask you one more, and then we got to take a break.
Braves have just a 2-gamer, by the way.
2-gamer?
Yesterday and today. We don't play Toronto tomorrow. I thought we did. Washington, yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's only 2. That's good. Who do you play next? The Dodgers?
Dodgers, yeah.
Oh, Dodgers, and we play the Phillies. Oh, Lord. Jose Iglesias. It's terrific year. But Mendoza basically is saying to us, because he's playing Eddie Alvarez. He starts Eddie Alvarez the other day, right? We just got Eddie Alvarez out of the Red Sox organization. He's that speed skater or whatever.
I saw him score the other day.
Yeah, good little athlete. But anyway, he's older. He's been around. He played here in Jacksonville a couple years ago. But anyway, Jose, the plan's going to stay the same. And because McNeil gets hurt. And I'm thinking, well, why would the plan stay the same? This guy has earned the right to, and I just think that their feeling is, well, if he plays every day, he'll just come back to earth.
Well, he will in some capacity, but I also understand that you kind of ride the hot hand. Like, he's having a great season.
Season.
Sometimes you just ride it.
Clutch, too.
Yeah.
I mean, runners in scoring position, great average. 2 outs, bases loaded, great average. I mean,
he's always defended.
He's a good player.
He's
and
really
he
accurate, and so I'm with you on that one. I wouldn't
It's just interesting. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Keep it rolling here. We got the Murphy Power Hour brought to you by ITP Partners here on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Okay, listen up, team. They're out to test our reputation as the best plumber in Jacks, so we gotta play like the experts we are. When customers call with leaky faucets, broken water heaters, toilet repairs, broken pipes, or any other challenge, we'll give them the solution fast. Now, who are we?
Roland Reese Plumbing!
I can't hear you.
Roland Reese Plumbing!
Now that's what a winner sounds like.
Customers always win with Roland Reach Plumbing at plumberinjacks.com.
For the greenest, luscious lawn on the block, choose the local legends, Roundtree Sod. Don't just settle for ordinary. Let Roundtree Sod deliver you a picture-perfect lawn. To get a free estimate, call 7414-SOD. 7414-SOD.
Prosser here, and if you are one of the ones that looks at your backyard area living space and thinks, wow, it needs an upgrade, Lifetime Enclosures is having a huge open house sale this Saturday. And boy, can I tell you, they do an awesome job. Anything from glass or screen enclosures to full-on lanais and flooring, all in one place. The place you want to watch sports, enjoy your backyard, and just hang out could be so much better with Lifetime Enclosures. Come on out to Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring this Saturday, all day. You won't regret it.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now graduate making over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost are the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by November 7th.
What defines a hero? Dedication, loyalty, courage. Every day at AMCO, we serve heroes. For over 60 years, we've repaired and maintained the most critical public service vehicles. From complex transmissions to simple brake jobs with flexible financing and the extra safety precautions we need. The heroes we serve don't all wear uniforms. They're people like you. At AMCO, we're proud to serve all of you. AA MCO.
Money tight? We can finance almost anybody. Find the AMCO transmissions nearest you at amcojacksonville.com.
Firefighters, paramedics, police officers, they take care of us, and at AMCO, we're proud to take care of them. For over 60 years, we've repaired and maintained the most critical public service vehicles. As an essential business, we work on every kind of car repair with flexible financing and extra safety precautions. Essential, reliable, trusted. That's the men and women who are there for us, and it's our honor to be there for them. AA MCO.
Family owned and operated in Jacksonville, Orange Park, St. Augustine, and St. Mary's, Georgia. AMCO Transmissions and Total Car Care.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On September 11, 1927, Yankee slugger Babe Ruth hits 50th home run during his MLB record 60 home run season in New York's 6-2 loss to the St. Louis Browns.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
1 second left. Hackers are ready to score. Will your business defense hold? Double-Check Cybersecurity stops threats 24/7. Don't wait. Visit doublecheck.com today to schedule your free security consultation. Act now and stay protected.
If the Florida heat is getting you down and you're sweating up a storm, fire up a phone call to Florida Home AC and order an AC tune-up. It's the best way to beat the heat and keep your AC unit working at peak performance. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com for their tune-up special and make sure you're primed for the peak of that heat. Florida Home AC, the official AC provider of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and just a phone call away at 777-4300. Order that tune-up today.
When all you have is a hammer, everything is a nail. I'm Dr. George Bari, and like me, I know you have been bombarded with PRP and stem cell treatments from companies that promise the world and charge prices to match. Or the surgeon that convinced you the only way to treat your injuries through surgery. At Bari Orthopedics, we offer the best PRP treatment on the market with prices that won't cost you an arm and a leg. We also have the expertise to treat your injury surgically if that is what it entails. We can discuss all surgical and non-surgical options with you and make sure you get the best treatment available. Come see me, Dr. George Bari at Bari Orthopedics.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Trayvon Walker started the 2024 season with 2 sacks on Sunday at Miami. Walker spoke in the locker room about what it was like to rush alongside Eric Armstead.
I love it. He was at 3-tech one time that I can vividly remember. I loved it. It just flowed naturally. We haven't got too many practice rushes at that, obviously knowing that he just got back to the floor of things, but I feel like it's going to be pretty good. The whole unit as well, not just Eric.
Trayvon Walker in the Jaguars locker room. Jaguars fans, you can vote for Brian Thomas Jr. for the NFL Rookie of the Week at NFL.com/rookies. I'm Andrew Gibson with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars update.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the Cool Down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
What are you cooling down about today, Pros?
I'm cooling
What do you
down.
got?
Well, I'm cooling down on whoever's idea it was.
Uh-huh.
And I'll put this exclusively on the PGA Tour, but whoever at the PGA Tour thought it'd be a good idea to do the next round of negotiations with the Saudis in New York on 9/11. Yeah, that's tacky at best.
Not good.
A bit untidy, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, let's just come on, read the room here, gang, or don't ask for any sort of sympathy. I don't really think they care about sympathy. Just make as much money as they can to keep those silver spoon golfers who at $20 million ain't enough for Alexander Schauffele. Deserves more for his hard work all year long.
Murph, I was doing some research on you, Daniel Thomas Murphy. 6'1", 223 is what they list you at.
Maybe one season, a little bit bigger than that. Weight-wise, not on the height. Height's a little tall.
Here we go. I wanted to see how you did in the minors. What is your minor league memory? Like what?
Okay.
What earned you? Like okay, so Murph comes out of JU of the Atlantic Sun. 398 his junior year. He's gone. 398, Murph.
I had a cheat stick. Let me use aluminum there.
That's fine. Kingsport, Gulf Coast, Brooklyn, St. Lucie, Brooklyn, Binghamton. Finally get, I guess Binghamton, is that the first? That's the AA?
That was AA, so in 2008. So 2006 in short season, played for a couple teams, and I spent all of 2007 in St. Lucie in high A. So I probably grabbed about 500 and some plate appearances there.
Okay, good.
Learned
That's
a lot,
what you like.
Learn a lot about yourself in that heat.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Oh, gosh.
And then the next season started in AA Binghamton, got 4 plate appearances after getting called up to AAA, and then got called up to the big leagues from there. So I swung the bat really well in Binghamton. I think I OPS probably like 830 or so. I don't know. I swung it well, and then it was a good first year, and I had some growth in 2007 in St. Lucie. Like my second half was better than my first half.
870 OPS.
Was it? Oh,
yeah, very nice.
I'm sandbagging myself.
13 home runs. So Binghamton was where you proved yourself in 2008. That was your sort of breakout, like, and they say if you can hit the AA pitching,
yeah, there's
you got a shot.
Which is reasonable. There's a belief that like there's a jump from A ball to AA, and then the biggest jump is from the bushes to the big leagues, from the minor leagues to the big leagues.
You said that, yes.
But yeah, there is the belief that if you get to AA and you're swinging the bat well, that it's a shorter jump from there that you should.
And why? Yeah, you were only in New Orleans for like what a week, one game.
One game.
You called to New Orleans.
Well,
somebody get hurt?
Yeah, so Marlon Anderson, they weren't sure if Marlon Anderson was going to go on the shelf. So I went from Binghamton to New Orleans to meet the AAA team there, and then they ended up putting him on the IL now, and I got called up.
And you never went back. Well, yeah, to rehab.
I went back. I got optioned in 2010, so I probably grabbed another.
Not many.
Not many play. Well, I got broken on a double play ball.
Okay.
I didn't turn it very well. I just got killed. Then went on vacation for the rest of the year, and then played winter
Why
ball.
did you get sent down?
Roster casualty. Ike Davis was the first baseman. It just the way the roster was set up, there wasn't space.
I mean,
for
how
when
was
it was time to
what
come
was
off.
your attitude like? You hit 313 and 266. You were hitting big league pitching. You led the team in homers in 2009, I think, with 12. I mean, I know they were terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, were you pissed? Sorry, is that a bad word?
Yeah, I was upset.
It is. Okay.
No, I was frustrated.
Yeah.
Just try to go beat the level.
So that's what you thought?
Yeah.
Just keep doing it. Yeah.
Just kind of go beat the level.
Ultimately, you play your way in. They can't get rid of
It's
you.
a mental game.
For sure.
Man.
I was most upset that I had to wear the 2-flap helmets again, to be honest with you. Like that
In
is.
the minors, you had to do the 2-flap.
It just, I don't like it.
Yeah, it's
I don't
very
like
little
it.
league. You don't have to do 2-flap now. You can do 1-flap, right?
Yeah.
They
Can
talked
you?
about having to do 2-flap, but I think you can do 1-flap. I'm
do
pretty sure
one?
my for a while they still grandfathered in the no-flap guys. Remember them?
Yeah. I would choose a felt hat almost before I would those space helmets that are worn in the minor leagues. I used to hit my bat on it. Like these things were giant helmets, and so I just didn't.
It has a very little league look to it. When you start a baseball season every year as a major leaguer, do you have a number in mind that if we get to this number, we're good?
As far
is
as
that
wins?
number? Yeah. Is there a number that you shoot for at the beginning or that you say? I mean, it kind of feels like 90 is the number. You feel like if you get 90.
90. Last year wasn't even 90.
No, but there have also been years where 100 is not enough.
That's also true.
You know,
101 didn't win us a division, did it?
But it got you in at least.
Yeah, it did get you.
Because, boy, it looked for a long time like neither the Mets or the Braves, you know, if they've just played okay, good down the stretch, you might get to 86, 88 wins. And now there's 18 games left, I guess. 17 games left. 17 games to go. Both are 11 away from a 90-win season. Not a bad year if you win 90. If you win 90, you feel like you had a good year, right? Isn't 90 kind of like a double-digit win season?
It's a great year, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you're spoiled, but
no.
we win 90. I'm doing cartwheels, man.
Yeah.
If I could, I would.
Pretty much going to come down to I'm looking at the schedule and how it bounces. They're going to be within a game when they do that series in Atlanta one way or the other.
Well, if you're the Mets, you'd probably take that right now.
Well, if you're the Braves, you'll take that right now.
Yeah.
We will not sweep you in Atlanta like we've done and broken your heart in the past. We're incapable.
Yeah.
We don't score enough. We'll lose a game. We can't win like 5 in a row. We can win 3 out of 5.
Musher.
Yeah,
It's a musher.
True. I've spoken the truth this year. You have to admit, everything that I've told you has played.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm not saying discounting their chances. I'm not. I'm just saying if they do, it's going to be 2-1, 3-2. 1-0. That's how it'll go.
Soul-crushing Mets. Here we go. Murph, great to see you, my man.
Yeah, thank
Always
you guys for
appreciate the
having
time.
me.
Yes,
You're the
love
best.
Murphy
Jags.
Power Hour.
Yes,
It's
go
the
Jags.
best.
Protect this house.
We'll be just 10
Protect it.
games left when we see Murph next week.
Oof.
Get me a win.
Now, the 2-minute drill brought to you by Injury Care Centers. Discover BioTarget Regenerative Therapy, a safer drug-free solution for lasting pain relief. Visit GoBioTarget.com.
Good morning, Tone.
Good morning.
You got a Hump Day Wednesday edition of Jaguars Today. What are we past the loss now? Are we moving on to Cleveland?
I mean, we're going to be moving on to Cleveland at some point, hopefully today.
Okay.
A little bit. Johnny O will join us for the second hour of the program this morning. We will be looking back to look ahead today with our question of the day, where we're asking, based on the first game of the season, which of these Jaguars will have a much better season than you expected? The options we put in the poll: Tank Bigsby, Jarian Jones, Devin Lloyd, Brian Thomas Jr.
All good options. I think there were. Yeah, I personally would vote for Tank, but I think you can make an argument for a lot of them. I wanted to see it in the regular season, and I was very excited to see how he ran the football.
He was the better back Sunday.
Yes,
which I wouldn't have been surprised if we went the whole year where there wasn't a week where we said Tank was the better back.
Correct.
Correct. And this week he was. It took 1 week for that to happen. He was so much better than he was. Like, it was crazy how much better he is in year 2 than he was in year 1.
Maybe fans like seeing clunkier offenses. I see the NFL has set a week 1 ratings record, 21 million viewers per game, in a week that corresponds with the worst passing game, opening week passing game.
Damn you, NFL.
It's almost like the league is just popular.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange, isn't it?
Well, have a great show.
Thank you.
Yeah, that
Mike
checks
and
out.
Tony getting ready for Jaguars Today. Johnny O along for the ride, and we'll be back mañana, I think.
I'm absolutely positive we will be back tomorrow. It's been a Betros Plumbing Wednesday like family. Betros is there.
You have a
The
meeting.
Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.